Oh, we didn't do the thing that you guys do in King and Company, where everybody immediately starts slaying slurs the moment the recording starts.
Big
Oh,
balls.
man.
Big balls.
Yes, I remember that.
It's the edging exam. Hope I pass. You can
Also,
never
if you fail this, you'll be executed.
Frick!
Mason, you
So
can't
make
fail.
sure
You're
you
okay.
get the right answers.
Dang it.
Mason and Mel cannot fail their nepo babies.
Oh, yeah.
That's right.
Wait, sorry, I was not paying attention. Where is the goats?
AKA
I
we're
want to
better
take it.
than you.
I sent it in Overseer Communications.
Gotcha.
Robert is the only one who is exempt because he is a robot and he does not have feelings.
I'm a robot. I just do what I'm told. I just work here.
Robert, have you gotten a chance to look at the Stars Without Number robot rules?
I looked at it briefly. I knew we were gonna do this though, so I procrastinated.
Gotcha. I have not looked at it. I haven't had the time.
I think there is also a robot. There's a section about robots in Ashes.
Is there really?
I believe
Have
so.
I missed that this whole time?
It's a virtual intelligence.
Interesting. What page is that on?
Virtual intelligences and AI is on book page 221.
221.
It's in the robot section of the stat blocks for DMs.
Artificial intelligence? 221. I don't see it on page 221. Am I crazy? Oh, virtual intelligence. Yeah, I see it.
Yeah.
It literally directs you to Stars Without Number.
Oh, there is also there's a free robot origin focus at the bottom.
Robot origin. Oh, okay, yeah.
Okay. All right, go to exam.
What? Dude, I haven't taken an exam like this in actually like 2 years. This is nuts. We don't take exams
Robert,
in my.
if you want, you can choose that as an origin focus and then just build a character normally. I'll leave it up to you how you want to do this because I know that you'll do it a very good way. If you want to go, if you want to go with stars, you can go with stars. If you want to just do the origin focus that's built into the book, so it works with the book. To what degree it works, I have no idea. You know, it could be like the horses the horse rules in well, no, yeah, the animal rules in Worlds where they're terrible.
Yeah, I'll take a look at it. I'm gonna take the goats exam as Alan.
Okay.
I have a feeling I know what the result will be, but that's.
Don't worry, I'll make sure to give you the serial killer trait.
That's fine. Technically, Alan is a psychopath. Technically.
This is true. He has no emotions.
He has no emotions. He has only stimulated emotions.
He's just like me for real.
Question 5. I'm surprised there's not an option just to kill your grandmother.
What question is that?
5.
Oh yeah.
Grognak the Barbarian.
I'm finished.
Yay! Send me your results, Joseph.
Okay.
Oh, I'm really glad that 10 has so many options.
You know, it's an important question.
Man, does this
I'm a rocket 69.
does choosing A, B, C, or D on 10 actually change anything?
I initially had it to where it would, but it was a little bit confusing, so I decided not to go with it. It was just like it was just different vocal inflections of the word the phrase the overseer.
That's fine.
And like the aggression one was and then like a bunch of ampersands and whatnot as like a cuss word overseer, like the hacking overseer.
Sent you my results, Jacob.
Very, very good. I'm working on Jorps right now. Okay.
Jacob, what position in baseball would Judy be?
That is that's you. That's you. You know that.
Uh,
All right, Jorp. I'm sending you your available choices.
Oh, sick.
So you can choose any of those two. You get 2 edges to start out with. When we go through character creation, we'll go through the condition where you get another one. But for right now, just look at those and see what you like. A B C D, thanks, Dad. I love it.
There we
Mason,
go.
I'm giving you an additional edge. I'm kidding. I'm not giving you an additional edge.
Dang it.
He's
I
called
wanted
the
to get-
Edger.
Yeah. Mason, your additional edge is that you have a title known as the Edger, and you can never get away from it as long as you live.
Good. I wear it with a badge of honor.
Minus 10
Oh,
to
no.
charisma.
in a world
Yeah,
full of
mine is-
Neanderthals, I wear the freaking badge of honor.
Minus 10 to charisma.
All right, Jacob, I sent you yours once you get done with Mason's.
Yep.
Oops. Sorry, I'll format that better.
Overwhelming. Jeez. All right, Mason.
Mason is a very specific character.
Mason answered one specific category to an overwhelming degree. All right, Mason, I'm
Yes.
sending you your categories.
Oh my gosh. Any two, you said?
Yeah, basically. But I mean, again, we're gonna go over character creation, and if you roll really bad, then you'll get to choose another because underdog rule. Great rule, by the way. Really, really cool rule. If you get terrible
Mason.
rolls, instead of letting me re-roll, I just give you more power. Or I can let you re-roll, but you know,
What'd you say?
you'll
AJ?
end up with some kind of
Mason's first edge, racist.
Good. Yes, more.
Yes.
I'm not a
I
big fan
hate
of these.
ghouls.
I'm not a big fan of these cheese people. How are you deciding these edges, Jacob?
I made a matrix for all the questions. Every answer assigns to a specific category of edge for matches with that number. And then from there, I send you the list of that category, basically. And whichever one you have, whatever your highest two are the 2 lists that I send you.
Okay.
And then you get to choose from whichever ones you want there. I'm not going to be like, oh, you have to choose one from this one and one from that one. I think that's a bit much.
Super secret DM folder. Request access.
No, no.
You like circle around it with your mouse.
Wow, AJ,
Don't mind if I
AJ,
do.
these were. I'm excited for this. This was very different than I was expecting.
Why? That scares me.
In a good way. In a good way.
Okay.
Mhm.
That's what John Hendricks is.
All right. Okay. Robert,
Okay.
are you gonna build it conventionally through ashes?
I'm just interested to see what options I get.
Gotcha.
I might ask you to kind of like deviate from that, but
Gotcha.
I'm playing it by ear.
You know how I feel about ears.
Jacob loves yours.
Mm-hmm.
Are we doing stats by the book? Doing 3d6?
Yes, we are going to do 3d6.
We're doing 3d6 down the line.
Yes, 3d6 down the line.
That's the correct
Okay.
way.
Are foci the same in this as what's that number?
Yes.
There are some different ones.
There are different foci, but they serve the same purpose basically. Where the way I've kind of come to thinking about ashes is that your edge is your class and your foci is your subclass. And the really cool thing about that is they're so different, especially in ashes, where you won't have the same character as anybody else. Everybody will have very radically different character builds, which is really cool. And I mean, the way you could think about it in this sense too is like your edge is your special trait, or no, your edge isn't even your special traits. Your ability scores your special traits, and then like edges are, oh gosh, there's like it's kind of hard to think about in Fallout terms. I hadn't really thought about that much.
Edges are just like he took every class and he was like, okay, these are the 3 abilities for this class, and he just cut them up. So it's like how fighters get half their level bonus to damage, like that's 1 edge, right? Or how fighters get like the automatic hit once per scene, that's 1 edge. So actually, you can't. The ashes of that number characters are always going to be not as powerful as a worlds of that number character, because you only get 2 out of the like 3 or 4 that worlds of that number character would get.
And I mean that's by design. Ashes is supposed to be a bit more of a more brutal game, and we're going to talk about how lethal we want things to be, because it's already a pretty lethal game, but you can make it more lethal if you want to.
What?
Okay, everyone here is doing the freaking talk no jitsu, man.
What?
Everybody is a social butterfly in this group.
Good, I love that.
Everybody is just speech maxing. All right. So Mel ran into the funny contingency that I had not planned for, where her second place is 2 different things. So Mel, I'm going
Ooh.
to give you a choice.
Okay.
Either intelligence or aggression. Which do you want more?
Dang, okay. Killing blow is kind of crazy.
Intelligence.
Okay.
So do
I assume dexterity is for shooting guns, correct?
I actually hadn't thought about that. I'm pretty sure there are dex modifiers. Yeah, to shooting. Let me confirm
Sick.
that. We're gonna go through character creation now, though. So
wait.
as you guys kind of think about your edges, yeah, Mel.
I get 2 edges, right?
Yes, you get to choose 2, but there might be a case in which you choose 3 once we start rolling attributes.
Okay.
So
Oh.
everyone's taken the test. So what we're gonna do now is we are going to go into the Google Doc where I have the character creation section laid out. And we're going to go through it step by step, and we're going to try and make sure nobody gets left behind. So please don't go ahead. It might take a little bit of time, but this is also going to be very similar to Worlds. So we've all built characters in Worlds multiple times now, except for Robert. But Robert is Robert. So
we're going to like the ashes like sheet. That's what we're on right now.
not necessarily. Go to the Google Doc that I sent, and then first just I sent it in. It's going to be in game content. If you scroll all the way up, there's a Google Drive that I sent a while ago.
Yeah. So I see the character sheet and the ashes without a number book.
It should.
It's
Oh,
because
you
you have to go to lore documents.
Oh, lore documents. Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
And so you're gonna see a very large Google Doc, and in there's one tab that says character creation.
There. In the lore campaign, no, not there. We're talking about like the home brewery stuff.
We're gonna no, there's a Google Doc.
Just the Google Doc. Okay, it's called Vault-Tec Lore Campaign Primer.
Oh, okay, yeah, gotcha.
Yeah.
Oh, I see now. Okay, I did not see the stuff on the left.
Mhm.
My bad.
Yeah, we have the document tab. So is everyone there?
Yep.
Can I get a confirmation?
Yeah.
Yes.
Check.
Okay, cool. All right,
I may not be there.
everybody roll 3d6.
Let me go get him.
If you roll under a 6, you get AIDS instantly.
Bong,
Uh-oh.
bong, bong,
Okay.
bong,
I rolled 3d6.
bong.
Alrighty.
I
So
actually
just go
rolled
ahead and
pretty-
assign those to your abilities. Or
That is your strength, right?
yes,
Strength
that is
Okay.
going to be your strength. So
Okay.
you're going to do 3d6 6 times, and each of the 6 times is going to go down the line for your ability scores.
Okay.
So once everyone has done all 6, give me a thumbs up.
Oh gosh. Oh gosh.
I'm getting my.
Oh gosh. It's bad, guys.
So Mason's
Yeah,
going to get
mine-
underdog ruled.
Mine's not
that's
great
okay.
either.
Oh, it came back for a little bit. Hold on. One final roll.
Put
So
Did you
Mason's
get, like,
getting
four.
underdog ruled.
three
I got a
ones?
3.
You roll it
That's
6
impressive.
times.
Roll 3d6
Yeah.
6 times, yes.
Yeah. You're going down
Mason-
strength, dex, con, intelligence, wisdom, charisma. Or
Mason, what
yeah,
is your
charisma.
3 in?
Charisma.
Oh no.
It works. It works really well.
I got a 7 in charisma.
Got an 11 in charisma.
My
Someone's gonna have
highest
to
is
be the
wisdom with
doctor.
12. It's not good, guys.
My highest is also
Um,
wisdom.
We
Okay.
gotta feel wise.
Has everybody rolled?
No, hold on.
Okay.
Yeah, 10, 7, 6, 8, 12, 3.
Yikes.
These are not. What? I rolled
Mason,
really good.
Mason. Okay. Well, the good thing is that you can choose to assign one score to a 14, so you could probably put your charisma score to a 14.
Oh, sick.
But we're gonna get to that in a
What if I
moment.
don't
once
want
we
to?
finish up.
It's sorry. Hold on, brain. It's
What if it wants strength to be 14?
it's going in order of strength, dex, con, int, wisdom, charisma.
Yes.
No, strength. Well, yes, sorry. I apologize.
So I
my
have
mistake.
an 11 in strength. I have a 4 in dexterity. I have a 7 in constitution. I have a 12 in intelligence, a 15 in wisdom, and a 12 in charisma.
Not bad.
Yay.
Okay, very nice. So now what
And-
everyone can do is you can take one of your attribute scores and assign it to a 14. This is very highly encouraged. It is
For
a
everyone?
free attribute score.
What are what are the attribute scores used for?
The attribute
'cause
scores
there's-
used for?
Because there's also skills, and skills have nothing to do with attributes, I think, right?
No, that's you get your attribute bonus, but your skill bonus is usually better.
Mhm.
Because the spread is really low. It's a spread from -2 to +2 for your ability scores. So your
Okay.
Yeah,
your
your
ability
ability
scores matter
scores-
very little, but they affect saving throws and skills.
Yeah.
Thinking
see.
about
To
my
hits
character
and
idea,
damage to a certain extent, just not very much.
I might.
Guys, John Higgs is kind of goated. I'm not gonna lie.
And I will say this, if you want, if your skills are really just that bad, you cannot take the 14, try and get the underdog rule active, which basically, if your total skill modifier is negative, you have the underdog rule and you gain an additional edge.
Let me do a little bit of math.
So if you so please, you can sabotage your character's own ability to gain more edges.
That's really
There,
interesting.
there is
Yeah.
a way to do that. I mean, honestly, it might not make that much of a difference though, because a 14 is only a +1, so it could still be negative
Yeah.
even with it.
I could do the 14 and still get an extra edge.
Then do it, buddy. Do it. You got it. Get that 14. Get Jimmy that bag.
You
Wait,
do that
hold
bad.
on. Hold on.
Wait, no, it wouldn't be negative. Wait, depends on where I put the strength. Where I put the 14.
If you're.
My
What is this?
charisma is -2.
Hold on. Brain? Brain is not braining. What's all the score ability things?
What?
Ability
What do you mean? What are
modifiers?
all the
I'm trying to see.
Modifiers. It's the table that you see on the first part of
strength,
creating character.
dexterity, constitution, intelligence, wisdom, and charisma?
Well, yeah,
The modifier.
the
on the table.
modifier.
They're on a table on the Google Doc.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, thought process here, real quickly. Charisma is a -2 modifier right now, and then Dex and Con are -1, so it's a total of -4 right now. The others are 0. If I change out Charisma, it then becomes 0, and so the total becomes 0. Because it then becomes a plus. No, it becomes a +1. Never mind, I'm changing my Charisma. I'm getting out of this -2 nonsense.
I have a -1 in con. This.
That's
Alright,
a-
I'll be
that's
I'll be
rough.
siege
Well,
max
I
it.
mean, lore-wise speaking, you are a woman, so you have more brittle bones than men do. So it makes
Mhm.
sense, actually.
I also have a
Lore-wise.
negative.
Well, y'all are twins. Y'all are...
Yes. Alrighty. So has everybody done their attribute scores?
Yes.
Has everyone assigned their modifiers?
I'm working on that. I need people to slow down. Okay. Plus
Jacob, can
0.
I send you my attributes?
Yeah, sure.
I'm kind of scared.
Oof.
Another edge. I'm edgy.
That's foul. Is that with the 14 added into int?
Yeah.
That's foul. Dang. Bro has the overdog rule. Jeez Louise.
I put. Should I put my. Okay, so my dex was a 4. Should I put the 14 as my dex?
What would your other options be?
Like makes my charisma the 14.
I mean, it's up to you. What do you want to do with your character is the question. Do you want your character to be more more speech focused, or kill things better? I mean, we already have characters who have very high charisma and very high dex, so you could do either or. It's what you want to do with your character.
Don't want a -1 in dex and con.
Ooh, yeah, con is brutal because that's -1 hit point every level.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
So you could put it in
counteracting.
con, and get that up to a 14.
I think it makes sense, right, Mel? Because your character probably has never shot a gun before.
Yeah.
The -1 index kind of like tracks.
You would probably have shot a gun as a
Never
Vault
mind,
Dweller.
Your
Vault
character's definitely shot a
Dwellers,
gun before.
Vault Dwellers all have combat training and survival training. As per lore from the show, I'm not making things up. But also even in like Fallout 3, we see that like the Lone Wanderer was taught how to shoot a gun when he was like 10.
Yeah, I wanted her to be able to. I want her to be good with guns and stuff, but I also want her to be charismatic. Why do I have to have the 15 in wisdom? That's so dumb.
Gotta be wise.
Well, also don't forget your stats, your ability scores or attributes matter very little in the grand
Yeah.
scheme of all of your bonuses.
I would say the most important thing is getting the -1 out of con.
Okay, so
Yeah.
make con 14.
Yes.
'Cause then that's
And-
If you're
+1
dead, you
hit
can't
point every
play.
level. Yes, if you're dead, you have to make a new character. So
Yeah.
So that's +1, right?
Yes.
Yeah. I put the 14 in my charisma, so I have a +1 there. And then to counteract the -1 in con, I'm doing hard to kill as my third edge, which is a 1d6 +2 for every level for health. And so it net 1d6 +1.
Jacob.
Mhm.
There is in stars to that number, you can be a VI vehicle bot, which is just you get the pilot skill for free, and pick a vehicle. You are that vehicle.
Oh,
That's
that's awesome.
So I'm
I
looking
am
at
the bus.
vehicles. I think there's a drone vehicle, so I'm looking for that.
And I mean, ride will probably be a really useful skill in this because there are locomotive vehicles.
It was so funny
yeah.
if I like the Mr. Handy being like, I downloaded an entire train manual. All aboard.
That's a really good Mr. Handy, Robert. I love that.
Thanks.
He's practiced.
I low-key have, like, actually.
I knew it. I knew it. That's because it's so good.
Okay, where are these vehicles? Vehicles.
Is everybody ready to move on to the next step or no?
I haven't even
Yes.
chosen my edges yet.
We're not doing
there
the
yet.
edges quite yet. We're not there
Mel,
yet.
Mel, why do you keep going
That's-
ahead of us?
That is step 5.
Okay,
We
I
are on
thought
step
that people
2.
were already
We're not
doing
edging
that.
just yet.
I'm joking. Don't listen. To me.
Some people have in the time we've been waiting, but let's move on to the next step. All right, so the next step is choosing your background. Alrighty.
Mm.
So I have made custom backgrounds because none of the ones made sense. So if
Yeah,
you
I was
go
wondering
into
about
lore
that.
documents, you will see Vault Dweller and Vault Dweller starting equipment. The Vault Dweller backgrounds is your background, so you all get to choose from one of these 5 backgrounds. They kind of don't apply to Robert, unfortunately. Robert, I might be able to cook something up for you. I mean, honestly, a lot of them are pretty modular, so it might work. But if you want, I can make you a custom robot one.
Let me think about
You
that
can
for just a
also pull
second.
one from stars. If there's like a robot one in
Oh,
stars,
yeah.
I will let you pull it from stars.
Let's see.
Ah!
I know there are definitely backgrounds that might fit better and
You
stuff.
okay, honey?
Yeah, I sat back up and the mic smacked me in the face.
Oh,
Tag.
does Ashes
Jacob
allow you to
Chan.
do the gambling thing that Worlds does?
Yeah. I was about to ask about that.
What gambling thing?
The growth or learning tables.
Yes, yeah. The way you choose your background skills is the exact same in Ashes.
Yeah, where is that table?
So it's 3 dice, right? And it's
So
like
in
any
under lore documents, you'll see 2
Yeah.
home brewery documents. These two PDFs.
2.
Vault Dweller backgrounds. Okay.
So we're in the main folder here. Does everyone see?
Mm-hmm.
All right, go
Oh, the
lore
folder.
documents, and then here, this guy.
I'm going skills all the way, probably. I don't
Has
have
everyone
I would
found it?
do, I think I'm gonna do 2d6 and 1d8. I think that's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
Because it's 3 dice, right?
I believe in
Let
Worlds it's
me
3 dice.
check that real quick. That's
Oh
standard.
yeah,
Okay.
probably it might not be the same in Ashes.
It's generally pretty consistent. Kevin Crawford is one of my favorite game designers of all time.
He's
just
remarkably consistent at things.
he has a paragraph in Cities Without Number, which is the Cyberpunk campaign, about playing Avowed, which is in Worlds Without Number. It's the monk. he's on top of it.
Okay, so we're going to talk about backgrounds and how to assign them. So first things first is you always get the free skill associated with your background. It says in the on the sheet, you're going to see free skill, and for all of them I put any skill. I wanted to give you guys a little bit of leeway for how to do this because you're a little bit locked into only 5 backgrounds. So you get any skill as a plus or as a 0 for free. So next you have the option to either pick 2 skills from the learning tree, or you can make 3 random rolls divided between growth and learning. So for example, you could look at is it learning, right? Yeah, you could look at learning and say, okay, I'm going with the Vault Dweller background. For my free skill, I want to choose lead, and I want to pick 2 skills from learning. I'm going to make them connect and fix. Or additionally, you could take your free skill as lead, and then you could roll a 2d6 and then a d8 to determine growth and learning starters. So let's say I don't have a d6 on me, but I roll my d6 and I get a 5. That is any skill under the Vault Dweller background. I roll another d6 and I get a 1. That's +1 to any stat, so any ability score. And then I roll a d8 for learning, and then I get a 5. I get the work skill. Does that all make sense?
Yeah, that does.
Mental, yeah, Mel.
Which ones are mental?
So mental is going to be wisdom, charisma, and intelligence, and physical is strength, dexterity, constitution for the ability scores.
Okay, I got a +2 on a mental. Do you think I should do
Oh my god.
which mental one do we think I should do?
Well, if
you
you're
could do
wanting to
it
do
in
charisma,
charisma,
then
yeah,
you could
'cause that
put
was
it in
your-
charisma.
Yeah. And then +1 for charisma. Yay! Okay.
Let's go. Okay. I got 2 ones, and so I'm adding both my stat points to con to get it up to 8, which is a 0 modifier. Woo!
There we go.
And then I got a
John
7
Henricks
on
is
the
a
D8.
beast in his attributes now. What the heck?
I mean, considering John Henrik's dad, yeah, he's a beast.
That is true.
Cool.
I just realized because I rolled 3d6 and they're all stat ones, but if I add 1 to any of them, it doesn't change anything. Is that worth it, or should I just re-roll that? Like it wouldn't change
Instead
the
of
modifier, so-
re-rolling, I'm gonna say since you already rolled, you could be able to do the pick 2 from the learning tree, but you already
Okay.
did roll the 3d6s, so
Yeah,
I don't want to.
okay.
I don't want to unfairly
So I
give
just
people
pick 2?
re-rolls. Yeah, we'll
Oh,
just
yeah,
pick
yeah,
2
yeah.
from learning.
Wait,
Okay, yeah.
hold on.
Okay.
Brain.
Yeah, no?
I re-rolled. I had rolled 3 and then I was silly and I rolled a d8 as well. I put in because I rolled a 2 growth, and the first one I rolled was any skill, and the second I rolled was +2 mental, and the third one I
So
rolled
you
was
rolled. Hold on. Did you roll 3d6s then 1d8?
yes.
I'm
That
gonna
was
say
silly.
just drop the d8.
Okay.
Drop the d8, or drop the one you rolled last. So
Yeah.
like if you rolled the d8 most recently, drop that.
Okay, so +2 physical.
When you get a second, I have a special boy question.
Yes.
The vehicle focus in Stars Without Number is significantly more powerful than in Ashes Without Number.
Okay.
What do you want me to do? It's giving me options to like add certain systems to my drone if I'm playing a drone, because I think that's reasonable.
For Mr. Handy, yeah.
For Mr. Handy, yeah. So I could there are a certain amount of like increasing your flight capability, or like you have ammo on you, like onboard weapon or whatever.
Well, I think with a Mr. Handy, you would have onboard weapons. You would have a chainsaw and a flamethrower as default weapons. So I don't think that would be an unreasonable thing to have. And I think I mean, the extended flight would also be reasonable, I think.
Okay.
I'm also not opposed to having the Mr. Handys be really powerful, because in the game, Mr. Handys and Mr. Gutsies are really powerful.
Right, okay, yeah. I just don't
like-
want to I don't want to have special boy privileges and be more like because I also can't die, right? So
Well,
I don't
I
want to
think
like
the trade-off is the fact that you don't get to use items. So
Okay.
Mr. Handys don't get to Mr. Handys don't have hands that can shoot a gun. So like if somebody comes across a really good gun, like if we come across a whole cache of really good guns, you're kind of still stuck to what you're getting from your own robotic stuff. Now, the party could do technology shenanigans to maybe like strap an M4 carbine to one of your arms or something. But you are a little bit limited in that sense, where like, you have to actually create things to get better, whereas they can find stuff to get better.
Okay, cool.
So loot directly
Very
affects
balanced.
everyone else much more. So
Okay,
I think
also,
that balances it out fairly enough because it's a lot harder for you to get more powerful as opposed for them. Like if I roll something silly on the loot tables and I accidentally have a missile launcher sitting in the first dungeon, well,
Plus, I don't think he can use stim packs, can he?
No, I
well,
can't.
the way healing works for robots is you still use the same heal skill, but it just kind of counts as like a
Well,
fixed skill.
It's
Or I might
fixed.
make you
It's
guys
yeah.
use fixed. Yeah,
It's
yeah, that's right.
fixed. Yeah. And it does say specifically I can always fix myself even if I don't have the fix skill.
Sick. Okay.
Yeah. Jacob, should I pick? I've got two options. I can be a 1,000 credit because this is stars with that number. I could be a 1,000 credit drone with 3 fittings, or I could be a 2,000 credit drone with 5 fittings.
What are fittings? Are fittings attachments?
Fittings are attachments. So like one of them is weapon. One of them is like racing gravitrix is one of them, which is like the drone is tuned for extra speed.
Okay, I'm gonna say 3 fittings
3
because
fittings. Okay, yeah.
if fittings is similar to arm attachments, Mr. Handy's have 3.
Okay,
So
word.
I'm gonna say 3.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, what if we go like full automatron DLC on Robert and like make him like
Jacob, I have a
And I will
question.
Yes, Mel.
So if are we going on to the edges yet?
Are we ready to move on? Has everyone finished up with their backgrounds?
Oh shoot, I haven't done that. Can I take one of the backgrounds from the base book, Jacob? Are you cool with that?
Yeah, that's okay. As long as it's relatively similar to like a robot, that's because
If
again,
it's the
you're
concept
a
that we
special
talked about.
case. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're a very special case. All right. So while Robert does that, we're gonna move on to assigning your skills. Which has everyone already assigned their skills?
I did
I need-
for the background.
Yes, background skills. Yeah. Okay. So if everyone's already done that, then we can move on even further. So we've all assigned our skills. So we're gonna actually now we are on edges. Yes. So Mel, you had a question about edges.
Yes. So one of the edges that I have is Prodigy that I could get.
Mhm.
And it says
Prodigy game.
pick an attribute other than Constitution. This score becomes 18 and it gains a +3 modifier instead of +2.
Yes.
So could I rearrange things so that I put the 14 somewhere else and then I can put the 18 somewhere?
I will allow you to do that. Yeah.
Cool.
Because you did not know that that was a skill before you put the 14 there.
Yes.
And so I think Mason is the only person who's doing the underdog rule. So everyone else, you get 2 edges from those chosen. When we move forward in the game, I'm gonna say when it comes to choosing new edges at level 3 or level 5, you will get to choose whatever edge from whatever category you want. So you can just look at the book and choose that edge. I'm not going to restrict you to the starting class ones. The starting class ones are purely for the lore flavor. Yes, Mason.
Okay. When does underdog take effect? After
What do
you
you
did
mean?
the rolling for like the D6s and the D8 for the
Yeah.
background, or before?
Underdog is after ability score. So basically, you roll your ability score and you total your modifiers, and if your modifiers are negative, then you get underdog roll automatically.
Okay. And then after background, you still have underdog?
Yeah, because backgrounds wouldn't affect your ability scores.
Yeah, they do.
Oh wait, yes, it could. I'm gonna say yes. I'm gonna say yes.
So wait, yes to before or after?
We have
Aiden!
Aiden
Wait,
back.
Let's
Wait,
fucking
is it back?
go!
What? Oh,
Aiden
dude,
is
sick.
back.
Robert.
Okay.
Like
Excellent.
it's super
Aiden.
evil
All
automaton.
right, everyone. I want you all
Hold
to
on,
look at your
let me-
edges while I catch Aiden up.
Yeah, let me turn off my game real quick. I was playing Splatoon. Alright, there we go.
Alrighty, Aiden. So first things first, start rolling 3d6s for your ability scores down the line.
3d6s. Alright.
Yep. Whatever roll you get assigns to that specific ability score. So if you roll your first roll strength, second roll's dex, third score is con, kind of down the line.
Okay, let me go ahead. Okay, this will be my sheet. Alright,
down the line. So strength to charisma.
Yep.
All right. Let's see. This is a heavy dice. Gonna be careful with this one. 6, 4, 1. Okay, so 11 for strength. Do I throw that in the hex?
Yeah, go ahead and put that, assign that.
Okay, so I got an 11 in strength. I've got 8 in dex. 7 con. $13 in intelligence. 12 in wisdom.
Okay.
And 11 in charisma.
Sick. So now that those are all assigned, one of the scores you can optionally put up to a 14. I would encourage this. There's no downside unless you're trying to get the underdog rule. And I also like I have the Google Doc open on my screen so you can kind of see what I'm talking about.
Okay.
This is the character creation document that I made. Yes, Mel.
Never mind. I'm looking at things.
Okay.
I was trying to figure out my second edge, and it's difficult to choose because there was one that I was like, yeah, but then it says gain lead as a bonus skill and +1 bonus to your charisma attribute modifier, up to +2 in maximum. And I just made my charisma +3, so I'm like, never mind.
Yeah.
So I'd have to move things
I
around.
will say too, if you have the freedom to kind of move things around a little bit right now, because we haven't started playing yet. But once
Yeah.
we start playing, you cannot go back in and change an edge. I know all of you know that, but I'm just saying it now because I've had players in the past who definitely do things that are not preferable after their characters are made.
I know who you're talking about. That's funny.
Not any of you here. Other players.
Okay.
Uh,
Jacob, I have another special boy question.
What is up, my special little boy?
Do I take radiation and am I subject to stress?
You are not able to take radiation or stress.
Fire emoji.
Yes. You are a robot. You do still take system strain though. I will say
Yes, that's cool.
you
Yeah,
need
I
maintenance.
like that. I need
Okay.
maintenance. Yeah, you
Takes
can only
double energy damage.
yeah, you can only do so much to Mr. You can only do so much repairs before you have to turn it off and turn it back on again.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna
All right,
increase
Aiden, have you?
I'm gonna increase my charisma to a 14.
Okay, dude, we are so charisma maxing in this party.
That is-
Everyone's a socialite, which honestly that's
17
good.
charisma with a +2, bro. It's nuts.
Can
Wow.
I have a question for the party.
Yes.
I'm looking at edges for Alan. How is anybody like specifically combat focused? Like exclusively combat focused?
Not exclusively.
Not
I have
exclusively,
two-thirds.
but Robert, I do have 18 dexterity with the +3.
What edges did you take, AJ?
Nothing combat. Well, okay, I used Prodigy to get 18 dex, but I have Beacon
okay.
as my other one.
I have.
I'm gonna
Conrad
say
killing blow
Alan
of-
cannot take Prodigy.
Yeah, no, I wasn't gonna take Prodigy. Yeah, don't worry about it. I don't need that +3. I got skills. Mason, what did you say?
I have Comrade killing blow and hard to kill.
You have
So
Comrade.
Yeah, who have Comrading?
The more people that have Comrade, the worse for us, bro.
Get rid of Comrade. What are you doing?
No, I am a Comrade. I'm not the Comrade, man.
Alrighty, I'm gonna help Aiden
Wait.
with the next step.
No,
Aiden,
Joseph,
if
we're
you
at the
see,
perfect medium.
I'm gonna go
because
peek then.
I
Aiden,
can't
if
help
you
you.
see
can't help.
in Overseer Communications, I
can't
sent
help.
this
I
goat
can help
exam.
you, and you can help me, and then we can
No.
also help 2 other people.
Neither of us
Mason,
can help each
Mason,
other because we both
respectfully,
have
could you
Comrade.
shut up for a second?
Yeah.
Aiden, you could say that in a nicer way. That was not very respectful. You can't just say respectfully and then say something rude.
Sorry, Jacob was just trying to talk.
All right, Aiden, do you see in overseer communications where I sent the goat exam.pdf?
Yes, I see it.
Just go ahead and take that and send me what your answer choices are for each question.
Oh, okay. Okay, my bad. You can continue, Mason.
No, it's okay. I've just gone over to DMing. You know, it's fine. It's okay.
No, you guys are fine.
No, it's okay. It's fine. It's fine. I'm not hurt or anything. You know, it's fine. It's
He's
just like
joking, Aiden. He's joking.
we're fellow gingers and everything, and I thought we kind of had like a thing going, and now we don't, and that's okay. You know, I moved on.
That's crazy.
I'm gonna make your guys' characters kiss.
Good. See, Joseph, now we agree. You've thumbs up my message.
Yeah, but we can't help each other, is what I'm
That's
saying.
okay.
So,
We'll just die.
do we have a lot of people who are doing Beacon of Hope and Comrade?
Wait,
two
everybody
comrades.
everybody in
don't
the
need any
party is
more
making the
comrades.
same character. Wait.
We don't need any more comrades.
All right,
We're
I'm
working
doing both of
We're coming.
my edges are going to be intelligence based then.
Good.
ML, you should take fix as a skill. I just feel like your character would be really good at fixing things.
I mean, if you're going intelligence, yeah. That would make
I
sense.
feel like
She's like
definitely Arthur would be the most adept at fixing things because he works in the manufacturing district of the vaults.
But he's also gonna be a
Arthur
chem addict,
rolled
bro.
3 times on the learning table and got some not desirable results. So
No,
Tragedy.
using a character
Free
that has
skill.
He's
so
just a
many
really
skills.
bad mechanic.
Bonus
Oh,
skill for choice.
I'm torn between a lot of things. Are we doing a bonus edge at level 3, Jacob?
Yes.
Okay.
That was sick.
I could take fix when I level up, but I don't have it right now.
At
I wanna
level
take-
5, I will have 5 edges.
I've got 4 that I'm looking at,
The gamer
and
has going
I can only have 2. How many focus picks do you get by default, Jacob?
Focus picks by default. Let me check real quick.
I guess you'll
Level
let me take
1
Beacon of
PC
Hope.
1.
I got Beacon of Hope for you, big dog.
I'm joking.
You get 1 at level 1.
1 focus at level 1? Brutal.
If you take the focused edge, though, you can get 2.
Oh my goodness. The power level. Okay, well, okay, all right. I'm looking at educated, killing blow, on target, and hard to kill.
Let's look. Where is it? Fair guy.
We get
I'm
level
gonna take educated and hard to kill.
So you're going with the focus edge.
No, that's focused. Educated gives me more skills. Oh, but you know what? Focuses also give skills. Okay, I'm gonna do focused and hard to kill.
Oh yeah, you know what? There might be a fixed focus. We'll see.
Me when everyone starts choosing the same focuses because they're just better, or the same edges because they're just better.
I chose Prodigy and Educated.
Comrade, killing blow, hard to kill.
And then my skills
Jacob.
that I have are connect, shoot, and talk right now.
If I could just go backwards for just a second, Jacob.
Yeah, you're good.
For the backgrounds, if I take the free skill, I just pick the free skill and 2 other skills. Is that correct?
For background, if you take free skill, you take free skill and then you can pick 2 skills off the growth or 2 skills off learning.
Okay, cool.
Or you could roll. So
no, I just wanted skills. And I just
Gotcha.
wanted to make sure that I got the skills that I wanted. So I just
Robert,
picked 3
you
skills.
have to go with Robot Whisperer for Foci.
I was thinking about it. I was also thinking about Gray Man, if you know the Gray Man focus.
You're an unremarkable.
The focus text is like, you are unremarkable in every way,
Yes.
and no one will attack you in combat unless you are obviously the threat.
Do we have anybody who's going to have heal?
I have
heal.
1 level. Let me
Okay, good.
check.
Yeah, Dwarf's
It's
got
good
heal.
for multiple people to have
No,
heal.
I don't.
I'm support maxing.
Your support maxing.
I am kill maxing. That's kind of I always end up making
Mm.
kill maxing characters. I don't understand.
I think I'm probably also gonna kill Max.
I think I'm gonna kill Max. Are we just
I'm
gonna
also
all
really
kill?
good at speaking though. I'm killing and speaking.
Killing and speaking and killing. I'm also kind of.
Aiden. Everybody, Aiden, have you finished the GOAT exam yet?
No, I'm still trying to read it through. I'm gonna deafen myself real
Gotcha.
quick. Sorry, I'm
You're
like,
good? Yeah.
I'm really like just aggravated right now, so I need to
You're good.
kind of just calm down for a moment.
No, you're good. Take your time. Take your time.
Oh, that's interesting. Okay.
I would
You
never
think I
know
should
that he's
get Deadeye
aggravated.
or Diplomat. It's literally between those two things. What do we think? Jacob, what do you
Can I
think?
do close combatant?
Read them off again.
Deadeye or Diplomat? Because those are both like my main focuses.
Sniper or
As a
speaking to
character.
people.
Mm,
I mean, I'm
Yeah.
ideally going to be both, but like, which foci do we think would be more useful?
who is gonna be doing most of the talking? We should probably discuss
Probably
that
me.
before we
I
continue.
have a +2 in.
I have a
charisma.
+3 to charisma.
Okay.
So take that eye then.
Okay.
There's no reason you can't also talk to people, but we should probably specialize our focuses.
Bro is going to Cassian. Max is gonna lay back on his bed.
Grungy.
Well, not necessarily like a sniper, but like
Mhm.
just someone who's really good with guns and talks well. Because there's Cassian just kills people. That's kind of it.
Or have we all selected our foci or our edges? Foci.
Oh, Ed.
Edges.
We all, okay.
Edges. We are not on foci. We're on edges.
Okay. I've been looking at foci, but I already have my edges.
Yes, edges are good.
Edges good? Everyone got edges?
Mhm. We
Has
have
everyone
edge.
edged? Okay. We have all
Oh, yeah,
edged.
I have edged.
We are now going to focus. Everybody
All
lock
finished.
in. At level 1, unless you have the focused edge, you get 1 foci. Who here has focused? I think it's only Robert, right? Okay, Robert is the only one who will have 2.
I'm thinking maybe shocking assault.
Are you
I
like
was thinking.
maxing?
I'm gonna be Grognak maxing.
Oh,
I was
yeah, go
thinking
shotgun
whirlwind assault for one of mine.
I mean, do you have the arms I could just go around like this?
Yes, I could literally spin in a circle with a chainsaw, or also flamethrower.
I really like Scrapsmith because it says once per game session, I can declare that I actually do have a specific device that we need because I made it out of scrap in our downtime.
I love that. Do that. Do that.
You are an actually
That's
machine.
perfect. I have the MacGuffin right here.
I actually have the key to that door now.
I love how it literally says you can declare that you actually have any device, weapon, or object your skills or resource would have allowed you to make during recent downtime. That's really funny.
Like I wasn't lying. Like that's
I
really
do have a
funny.
Raspberry Pi 3 controller I could use to open this door, Jacob.
I
Yeah,
made this bottle of FEV at the last town.
and it costs no scrap for me to.
I made
for me
this
to
Garden
take this.
of Eating creation kit while we were gone.
I think I'm gonna take that low key.
No, do that. That's so drop coded too.
Because that gives me fix as well, and that would make me like extra support max.
What foci
Hey,
are you choosing, AJ?
Do what?
What foci are you choosing?
I chose Deadeye. At level 2, I'm gonna choose Diplomat though.
Okay.
Jacob, do you recommend shocking assault or what's the other one that I was looking at?
Whirlwind
Shocking
assault?
assault or close combatant?
Let me see. Okay, so extremely dangerous turns around you. Gain punch or stab as bonus skill. If you're going with Grognak, shocking assault is really good. Close combatant. Let me read that. Any combat skills bonus. Size range weapons in melee. I think if you're trying to play a tank, close combatant, but if you're trying to be DPS, shocking assault.
Mason, we need a tank.
We
You've
need a
also
tank?
you've taken a lot of survivability edges, so
Tank.
you could
Do what
play
you
that
want to do. That would help
Is that
because
Grognak coded?
that would be
Uh,
Grognak.
Grognak
He's
is
He-Man.
like 220 pounds of meat, so yes.
Close combat. Close combat.
Imagine
He is
He-Man.
lean beef, so.
Sick, we got a tank
And you
now.
also still
Huzzah.
gain the combat skill, so you can still put it into stab.
Which is what I'm doing. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure with bonus skills it adds the max doesn't matter.
You
That's
could
what
also
I think.
totally take a big iron and use that in close combat too, though. Because
Just
you
like
don't have
hit
the
them with
range.
it.
Dude, there's one character in all of Fallout who pistol whips people, and it's Joshua freaking Graham.
Amen. With in 1911, bro.
Yeah.
Wait, you ignore shock damage from melee assailants even if you're armored at the time. I'm not having armor. I'm not doing it. That's
Dude,
very
Mason,
Grog.
you gotta do that, bro. This is so Grognak. I
What
like
I-
that we're
Actually
actually a very
make me
varied
wonder.
group of people. Though. Do we know what Aiden's character is?
Not yet,
He's
because
the
he's making them
priest.
right now.
Jacob, I kind
Well,
of
he's
want
not
to
a
do.
priest.
He's not okay.
Yes, Mel?
Jacob, I kind of want to do Sniper's Eye.
So you would. Okay. What is Sniper's Eye?
Gain shoot as a bonus skill when making a skill check for ranged execution attacks or target shooting. Roll 3d6 and drop the lowest die.
That is a really good sniper
That is
skill.
really
Yeah.
good. You could execute people for us. That'd be really cool.
I kind of.
I want to go ahead. Sorry.
What were you gonna say, AJ?
I just want to make sure I am not Cassian in this game. I'm good with guns. I'm not a sniper necessarily. I just want to make that distinction.
So
'Cause
Mel
I
will be
like-
the sniper.
I want to be a sniper because I am kind of making what I'm playing in Fallout 4, and being a sniper is really fun.
Well, then should I take the diplomat skill then? If you're
Yeah.
doing that.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
So I had
Let's do
already
that.
put shoot at 0, so can I just put it at 1 then?
It'll go to 1. Yeah. If you at level 1, if you take a skill that's at level 0 and you gain aptitude in that skill, it goes to level 1, but it cannot go past level 1. You cannot start the game out with a level 2 skill. That makes way too powerful.
Okay.
I took specialist as one of my focuses.
I got the Fallout music going on right now, dude. It helps so much.
Mm.
It's so peak.
Robert, I'm gonna need your help with Kenku and how to get Kenku working at some
I thought
point.
you were using Bardify.
Bardify does not have. I think Bardify costs money or doesn't have a plug into Discord. It was one of the two.
Ah, gotcha. Yeah, I can help
What
with
was
that
it?
for sure. Okay, wait. Let me make sure I'm caught up with everybody else before I have another special boy question. Oh wait, actually this is relevant. Jacob, how do you want to do chainsaw and flamethrower? I looked in Ashes and Stars and I did not see a flamethrower.
I think there's actually a flamethrower in Ashes.
Oh, I missed it. I didn't see it.
Hold on. I think it'd be under high tech weaponry.
Tech weapons. Let's see.
Okay,
Thermal,
maybe I'm just
plasma
crazy.
projector.
Okay, so there actually isn't one, and Jacob's just insane.
Hmm.
We are going to say. We're going to say the flamethrower starting out is going to have the properties of a laser pistol.
Okay.
And you can upgrade that as you go through the game.
Higher.
Yep.
That is a just to be clear, that is a 300-foot range flamethrower.
I didn't see that.
Jacob, I have an
Maybe,
idea.
maybe make
for
it
what
like
you can do for
50 at
flamethrower.
most.
Well, you can make it do like you can make 3 attack rolls per attack, so that it like to simulate the fact that a flamethrower keeps flaming.
Could
I
I
mean, it's like
do
1d4.
Could I argue for a small cone and do 1d4 plus 2?
That
D4
that
plus
sounds
1?
good to me. Yeah, a small cone. We'll say a cone with a range of 15 feet.
7.
15-foot cone.
Cars.
D4 plus 2. Yeah.
4 plus 2. Okay.
Do you think an evasion save makes sense for defenders?
Yeah. An evasion save would make sense.
Do you want to do
So
a
then you can
D4
make it
plus
do more damage.
1d6 plus 1? Is that more? I don't
Um,
actually know.
well, 1d6 plus 1 has a higher damage overall, but 1d4 plus 2 is a higher damage average. No, it doesn't.
No.
If we're gonna do evasion, say, well, do you want to do you want to run it like a breath weapon, or like I roll a d6 to see if I have my flamethrower this turn? How complicated do you want this to be?
That's true. Yeah. I mean, I think it makes sense for consistency to play it as a breath weapon.
Hmm.
Or maybe just the person moves out of the way of the fire.
Well, that's not
Uh,
like what he meant, I think.
What did you mean, Robert?
Alternatively, we could just use flamer fuel, which could be theoretically hard to find. Depending on whether or not we're doing survival ammo.
Yeah, we will talk about that. How meticulous we want survival aspects to be of the game.
I will. I'll wait then. But
Okay.
Can I confirm small cone?
Yeah. We'll say 15-foot cone.
Okay. So then I'm not gonna do whirlwind assault because I have a flamethrower.
Counterpoint fire.
Mhm.
Yeah, because we got Mason is the melee, you are area, I am range, and then Mel's sniper.
To be clear, I am also melee.
Well, yes, you are all of the above.
I should
yeah.
be in front of you, Robert. in combat.
You are going to take some fire damage.
Or maybe like side to
This campaign is
side.
over.
Y'all both stand next to each other.
Yeah, back to back. Yeah.
Like hip to hip.
All right. Has everyone chosen their foci? Do we have foci down?
You got foci.
Sick.
I got foci.
We're gonna move on to step 7. I need you all to roll a d6 hit die.
Are we doing the Robert rules?
What is the Robert rules?
You roll and we roll, and you don't tell us.
What do we want to say?
Yes.
Yes.
I
Okay,
got what
I'll
I
go with
wanted.
D6.
I got a
I'll go
good
with
roll,
D6.
so.
All right. So we're gonna start with AJ first.
I'll keep my roll. I got a 5.
Okay. Who's next?
Where's HP?
I would like to go.
All right, Mal, roll.
I did.
Where is?
I'm
Would
taking
you like
yours.
to keep yours?
Oh.
I have a 2.
That's great. I had a 1, so I have 3.
All right, Mason.
Me? Okay.
Oh no.
What if I have a high roll? What if I have a low roll?
What if it's a 6?
There's only one die lower than mine.
Just take his.
Oh, Jacob, go for it.
6.
Hey, no, we'll
HP.
need that. He is big booby tank man. No, Grognak has big breasts, bro. What are you talking about?
Canonically, though, Jimmy's gonna start out with like the epitome of a twink build.
Yes, which is hilarious.
All right, Robert, you
He
ready?
just has a sleeper build.
What about yours?
3.
I got a 2.
Dang.
Hmm.
So I have 6 hit points.
And so in the Google Doc, I have this table posted. So if you can just fill in all of well, also yeah, if you have hard to kill, you add a +2. So I have these are all the attack bonuses and saves that you guys will have. So fill those in. Just have them on your character sheet. Is there anything I'm missing on the character sheet?
That's 15. We subtracted by like our modifiers, correct? For the saving throws.
What do you mean?
Yes. Never mind. Yes. The answer is yes. So strength and con.
I think it's is it the max of strength and con?
Oh, I thought it was both. Is it the max?
I thought it was the max, but it is. I think yeah, because that little slash means or, I believe.
Oh, wait, that's there. Okay, I thought that was just two different things. Okay.
So
Sick.
15 minus the whichever one is
It's
larger.
it's 16 minus
Yeah.
whichever one is larger. Yeah.
Okay. Well, it's 16 minus level minus which one is larger.
Oh,
okay.
it's 16 minus the level. Yeah, yeah. So 15. Yeah.
Huzzah!
Um,
Yes, busting.
All right.
I'm definitely gonna go for power armor when we can do it. I need it. I crave power armor. Give it to me.
I would like to commend Aiden for being the first person today to almost have a perfect score on the GOAT exam of being all in one category.
Oh wow. Okay.
Oh no! That's
Oh, no.
horrifying.
Which
He
one?
knows who he is.
All right, Aiden.
Aiden
He is going to get a
is
special.
your
No, I'm not gonna. Aiden, pragmatism or aggression?
Pragmatism or aggression?
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Do you want to be
Pragmatic
more of a
definition.
survival focused character or a fighting focused character?
We're gonna go with pragmatism.
Very
choice.
nice. That's what I was hoping for. All right, those are your edges. The list of edges you can choose from.
Alright, go edge.
Okay.
So Aiden, the
Yes,
next step
I'm
for
gonna edge so
you,
hard.
the next step for you is to choose your background. In game content, you can see I have messages sent for like the backgrounds. So just look through those and see which background you want to choose. Um, I think from your description of your character, Vault Scientist makes the most sense. But I'll let you choose whichever one you feel most about.
Okay.
Jacob.
Mhm.
If I already have a skill at level 1 and I gain it as a bonus skill, what happens?
A skill level when you gain it as ooh, interesting.
I get the. I thought it was like something like 3 skill points or something in Worlds of that number. Isaac was talking about this.
I
I
haven't
wasn't paying
seen.
full attention.
Let me look through the book and see what that condition is.
What was the question?
I have a skill at level 1, but I gained it as a bonus skill.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that that's what we did for what's that number. So like if you have a skill and then you get it as a bonus skill, you can take it up.
But he can't get past level 1. Level
Yeah,
1
yeah,
is the max you can have as a
yeah.
level 1 character.
Yes.
Okay, should I choose my background first or foci?
I
The
would choose your
background.
background first.
Edges. Okay. Yeah, I'll go with Vault Scientist.
Sick. So just go. Do you know how the rolling system works for choosing your skills?
Let me look.
It is the same as it is in Worlds, if that helps at all. So basically, you get to you get the free skill. The free skill, I just made it any skill of your choice, and then you can choose 2 skills from the learning table, or you can roll from either the growth or the learning table 3 times. There's no set number for like you have to do 2 of growth, 1 of learning. It's however many you want,
Okay.
but it has to be a maximum of 3. Mhm.
Gotcha.
Okay, Robert. It says if you already have the skill at level 1, you can instead pick any other skill.
Okay, cool. So I'm gonna probably do stab then. Mm, Jacob, I'll send you I'm gonna keep the focus a secret, but I'm gonna send you the focus that I picked for my second one.
Oh, sick. I like it. I like it.
What's the difference between normal attack bonus and on target attack bonus?
On target is it's either an edge or a foci.
It's an edge.
It's an edge. You have to choose it.
Okay. So are we doing final touches now?
I am gonna say let's wait for Aiden to catch up.
Okay.
Before we move on to final touches. So everybody, think critically about your characters. Think about the more intricate details of your characters, like what their favorite flavor of Nuka-Cola is.
Quantum.
Oh, bro. Yeah.
Truly, the words of a Nepo child. I'm kidding.
Not all of our families can afford quantum.
So what is it? Can mine be Census Hasbro though? Would that have made
Sunset.
it?
Sunset
Would
is
that
not
made
in
it
Georgia. No.
Okay. Not Vim or whatever it's called.
Vim is very much so in Maine. Yeah. If you guys want, I can make my own custom competitor. I'll leave.
Coca-Cola.
I'll do it by popular request.
Peepsy.
Do we get
Dr.
a
Wham!
free
Dr.
skill
Wham!
in Ashes?
I was gonna Nuka Cherry.
Sorry, what was that, Robert? I did not hear you.
Do we get a free skill at the end of character creation to do whatever we want with?
Yes,
Okay.
we do.
Cool.
We do.
Who's Nuka Cherry up in here? Who's Nuka Cherry?
Who's Nuka in their cherry?
Aiden, where are you at right now?
Just finished putting in my background
Sick.
benefits.
Gotcha. Next step is assigning. Well, if you've done background benefits, you've already assigned skills. So next step is choosing your edges. And from your ability scores, if your total modifiers are negative, then you get the underdog rule. Which the underdog rule gives you a third edge at level 1.
Okay, you said like if your ability modifiers are summed up to be negative?
Yes.
Okay. Mine's do not.
So only Mason is an ungifted survivor.
Mine's evens out at 0, so.
So close.
Right.
Is that before or after? So like, did you get extra from your background? Did you have your ability score modified from your background?
No.
Okay.
No, it did not. All right. Is edges the same term for foci? Or is that
foci and edges are different. So the way to think about it is your edge is basically your character's class, on a very broad reductionist way of thinking.
Okay. Should I go ahead and choose my edge now, or wait?
Yeah, go ahead and choose your 2 edges. So you get 2 at first level, and you can choose from the list that I sent you.
Okay, gotcha.
I have a special boy question while he's reading
Special
that.
boy.
The fittings for the drone, if you have any sort of weapon that requires ammo, you're required to pick an ammo fitting. So if I have a flamethrower and a chainsaw, that is 3 fittings.
Oh wow, okay. Okay. In that case, if I will give you the option, if you want to choose the cheaper robot with the 5 fittings, I will let you do that.
Okay. Cool beans. There is a fitting that gives the drone essentially 150% hit points. Can I take that, but instead swap my AC from 13 to 16?
Hmm.
I took the hard to kill edge. I don't want to squeeze a free edge out of you. I don't think that's fair.
Yeah.
Because I'm
I'll
AC
say yeah.
13 and I can't wear armor.
I'll say yes. Yeah.
Okay.
I think that's fair. That way, you're not just meticulously taking damage at every turn.
Yeah. 16. And then we can maybe go about changing that later on when we have the extra caps. I'm assuming that Alan is getting his share of bottle caps on every mission.
Yeah.
This is a good question.
Yeah.
Does Alan have a need for material possessions?
Does Alan gain a lot of sentience? And
If
it's
you want to
like
be real about it, technically no one has a need for material possessions.
pulls out flamethrower.
A good point you make, Alan.
Babe,
Okay,
can
so
I
I've got a
send you my
flamethrower and
character sheet at the end for you to like double check that I'm not going crazy with it?
Yeah, I'm gonna have everyone send me their character sheet at the end to make sure everything looks good.
Oh, I have to.
Jacob, how do you feel about observational suite? I will read it to you. It says, all drones are wired for basic camera and sound, but this suite contains a full spectrum UV/IR visual package, remote sound sensors, and radiation chemical detectors. The drone can focus on a conversation or facial expressions from up to 2 kilometers away and can operate even in the complete absence of visible light. That's a no from the game master.
That's a little bit too high tech for Fallout.
Yeah.
When you mentioned sensors, I was like, okay, Codsworth has sensors that detect bloat flies in a different house. Not that.
Are you using? Oh, is shock even in this? I don't see it in here.
It is.
Shock
yeah,
is a thing. It's only on melee weapons though.
Oh,
Most
okay.
guns don't have shock damage.
I ignore all shock damage from melee.
What's up?
Me when I start throwing missile launchers at Mason.
I will simply catch them and throw them back.
I'm gonna take medical support, which lets me it lets me essentially hold like 12 medical syringes that I can shoot across the map at you to heal you. There's really not a lot of options when you're a player character drone.
Aiden, you look like you have a question. You look like you have something to say. Yeah, what's up?
Sort of, yes. How many foci do we get?
Level 1 you get one foci. And you
One
gain
foci?
additional ones at level 2, 5, 7, and 10.
2, 5, 7, 10. Okay.
Mhm.
Gotcha.
Oh, wait, I forgot. I don't have it streaming right now.
Cuckoo. I will stick with these choices then. Alright. Okay. I have chosen my edges.
All
I'm
right.
edging all over the place.
Dude has edged so hard. All right, Aiden, it's hit point time. I want you to roll me a d6, and I'm going to roll a d6, and I'm not going to tell you what I got.
Ah, pulling the Robert method now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm going with yours.
What if I got a 1?
I got a
I'm
1.
kidding.
It couldn't
got a
get any
6.
worse.
I got a 6.
Yeah, let's go.
This is fun, Robert. I like this.
It is. Yeah.
All right. Let's see. Where does that go? Here it goes.
Oh yeah, guys, look what Mel's dad made for me.
Oh, that's amazing. I love that.
That's
6.
sick.
Heck yeah.
He grabbed it.
Oh,
he grabbed
but
it all
I
over
have
it.
a -1 in con. Ah, darn.
Jacob, what do you mean by like extra mag? You mean like extended mag or
Where are you reading this?
with the vault security starting equipment? I have 1 additional mag.
Oh yes. So basically you would have another magazine for reloading.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so
Sick.
you'd have another magazine of ammo. So where most people would have a gun with a fully loaded magazine, you could actually reload and keep shooting without having to scavenge ammo from a dead body.
Oh, okay, so I just have more ammo. Gotcha.
Yeah.
That's sick. That's gonna be really useful. You're
Okay,
like,
so
"I'm
I'm
like
like
15 out of 30 bullets. Nope.
Yeah, I'm a little scared that the starting equipment's a little bit unbalanced, and if it is, I am so down to negotiate. Because some of them are admittedly a lot harder than others. Like security's pretty easy, technician's pretty easy. Socialite was not easy. For the socialite, I had to give them drugs and armor mods because I couldn't figure out what else to give them.
All right. So after I chose my edges, what do I do next?
You've done your HP. So if you see this table here, just put in your attack bonuses and your saves for level 1, which are all seen on this first line. It's going to be 15s across the board for your saves. So 15 plus on all your saves.
No, it's a
15.
it's a 16 minus your level minus the highest of 2 stats.
Am I crazy? Is this
Uh,
table not right?
You're not crazy, but I do believe you are wrong. Let's see, where's the table that So like on my character sheet for physical,
Oh,
it's
okay.
16 minus
Oh,
level
so
minus strength or con.
yeah, so this table is not general. This table is specific. Okay. So everyone needs to look at their saves. I'm gonna zoom in on this really quick. So for physical saves, subtract the better of your strength or constitution modifiers from your physical save target, which is 15.
Do we add our attribute modifiers on top of like the skill, like attack bonus?
Sorry,
Or do
say
we
that
not?
again.
So like I have a +1 because of my 1 shoot skill. We add our
Mm-hmm.
attribute modifier for that specific weapon too, correct?
Yes, for shooting, for a gun, yeah.
+4.
Okay. Second throws happen.
So once everyone has their saves finished up, give me a holler.
I'm good on the saves.
I have a
I have 2
14
hollers.
physical, a 14 evasion, a 12 mental, and a 15 luck.
She has big brain, but she's very unlucky.
My
Is
saves
Robert
are
good?
Robert is, I believe, good.
Okay, sick.
5, 7, 2, 15. Does that sound right?
Wait, 5, 7, 2.
5?
Yeah, so it's 16 minus your level minus the higher of strength or con.
It's the modifier,
The
sorry.
modifier.
Modifier.
Yeah, modifier.
Oh.
And it's not level. It's not level.
Yeah.
It's just the 15 minus the better of your modifier for that specific part.
Okay.
So for physical, it's 15 minus the better of your strength or con modifier.
I like how
Better
there's
being
a
greater or
there's
lesser?
a whole section
I
on this
mean-
character
Better
sheet.
being larger.
Yeah.
There's a whole section on this character sheet that's people in factions that want me dead.
All of them. We're vault dwellers. They want our stuff.
Okay, 15, 15, 14, 15.
All right. So we have finished that. So everyone has their saves done. So now we're on to final touches. So everyone gets a free bonus skill at level 0, or you can improve one level 0 skill to a level 1. So that's for everyone. You get a free skill point, basically.
Yay.
Do we get skill points at this point?
No.
I'm gonna upgrade stab to level 1.
I'm also at stab level 1.
Can someone please take a walkie-talkie so I can actually use my walkie-talkie?
No, just kidding.
Because it's kind of
Breaker,
useless.
breaker to no one.
And we use the Pip Boys like walkie-talkies or radios?
I'm gonna say no because we don't see that in the game.
No monies?
That's real.
None?
I mainly go off of when it comes to decisions like that. Like if we've seen it in the game before, it's a-okay, which is horrifying when you look into some of the stuff that's in the games. But you know,
Yeah.
I rest my case. Certain
Propellers and entire
protectrons in
section
Fallout New
on
Vegas
addiction.
flash in
Oh.
my brain.
Mr. Fisto.
Assume the position.
Then it goes to a black screen.
Yeah.
Do we not get, so we don't get 3 skill points at first level?
I don't believe so. Let me check. Let me make
Because
sure.
it just
that-
says +3 skill points per level
Where do you see that?
on the skills table on the character sheet.
That's when you like level
So
up.
it's probably when you level
That,
up.
yeah, that's when you level up. We haven't leveled up yet.
Since I have the educated one, do I get an extra, or did I have to do that?
I'm not sure what
Yeah.
educated does.
Yeah, okay. I already picked it. I forgot. Never mind. Don't worry about me. I'm being crazy.
You're not being
Hmm.
crazy, Mel. Stop saying that.
Crazy.
I was crazy once. Should I up my talk, or should I do another skill?
What's your talk at? 0?
My talk is at 0.
You've got 3
It's at 1.
charisma, so you could probably upgrade another skill.
Yeah. Good.
I got my talk at 1 already.
Got the equipment figured out.
I've never had a game where every player in the party wanted to play a face.
All right. Once everyone has free bonus skill chosen, let me know.
Did I do program?
Wait, say that again, Jacob?
Once everyone has the free bonus skill chosen, let me know.
Not 3, free.
Oh, okay. I
3.
heard 3. I was like, what?
Did I do... Oh, wait, no, I should do sneak if I'm going to be sniping. Okay.
Oh yeah, that's fair. Yeah.
I will.
Okay.
Alternatively, you could take fix. I feel like fix would be pretty good for your character.
Jorp has fix.
Robert's like,
What if Brooke dies?
Robert, you should say that like in the
Horrible.
actual play. It's like, have you chosen fix? You know, like it would fit you so well. You should smile more. I'm saying it's like the Mr. Handy equivalent.
Yeah.
You should smile more.
Be jolly.
Hello, everybody. My name is Wadsworth, here to do all of your needs that you may have for a robot.
Terms and conditions
Alright.
make a play. Make a play.
Has everybody done that bonus skill?
Yes.
Yes.
Swaggity daggity swag money. Next thing is going to be obtaining your starting equipment. So if you guys all direct your attention to the game content folder in the Discord, you will see a little PDF that I posted called Vault Dweller Starting Equipment on class. Everybody needs to look at that.
Yeah. I just did that. I'll be right back then, because I've already got that all down.
Mhm.
I'll be getting some data.
Me when I
So,
have a crowbar.
AC is
Armor class.
armor... Well, yes. Plus your dexterity, right?
Yes, I believe so.
Oh, that's a -1. Oops.
Well.
Whoop.
What's
dog check.
trauma target?
Trauma
It
is an
is-
optional rule where whenever you get hit with a gun, you roll the person who shot you rolls their trauma die for their gun, and if
Okay.
it beats your trauma score, they do like double or triple damage.
Okay.
We're
just
going to
trigger
discuss
often.
if we actually want to play with that or not. A lot of the details for the actual armors are kind of just things that I put in there because they were in the Ashes book. Like, I don't think tech level 4 is really that important for this armor, but I put tech level 4 there because that's what all the others. I'm autistic and they had to have the same notation. Does anyone know where Horpe went?
I don't know. He disappeared.
We lost our Horpe.
Gorp.
Gorp? Gorp Scoobs?
Straight up Gorp.
Robert hated that.
Yep, Robert was not a fan.
Uh,
Oh, Jacob, do I need to
Mhm.
replace one of my focuses with the origin focus? I didn't think about that.
yes, you do.
Well, that
You
sucks.
do. I apologize.
That changes everything.
What do I do with the where do I put armor mod in my thing?
Armor mod. You would just make note of what that armor mod is and just note it somewhere on your character sheet for that you have it. So you would probably note it where you have your armor under, like, I think there's a notes section for your armor, right?
Yeah.
You just put it there, yeah. Yeah, current armor. There's a second line where you can put notes.
If I take focused twice at level 1.
Is the vault suit considered a readied item, or where does that go? Oh,
The Vault
current
suit
armor.
it's current armor, yeah.
There we go.
Where is? Okay, this is backpack. Okay, so this is stowed items. Okay. Okay. All right. For rations, I'm putting ration 0 out of 7. That's just to help me keep track of the days.
Okay. Whatever helps you keep track of things.
So it's not me saying that I have 7 rations. It's me saying I have 1 week of rations.
Yes.
Jacob.
Yep.
Flamethrower petition. 1d10 plus 2 evasion save, no attack roll.
Okay. Okay. I can get down with that, yeah.
Okay, cool.
High risk, high reward.
Risk, high reward.
I have a flashlight, a lockpick kit, 20mm rope, tarp, or a toolkit.
That's up to you.
I'm assuming I don't have starting equipment, Jacob.
No, you do not.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
No rations for you.
I don't eat.
I went with a gas mask and 20 meters worth of rope, and I want to imagine Jimmy
Gas
wearing
mask?
a gas mask. Yeah, that's an option for Vault Dweller. I went with the Vault Dweller background, not the socialite.
Fair
And
enough.
went with gas mask and 20 meters of rope, and I just want to imagine Jimmy with the gas mask on coming up behind somebody and strangling them with rope.
Oh my gosh.
Jacob, what's the toolkit?
So the toolkit is a. Let me find the description. I mean, it'll be kind of a general thing where if you want to repair something,
General
like, well, do
thing.
you have a toolkit? General thing. Secure trapping it somewhere in here. Toolkit.
I like that.
Toolkit. A portable toolkit with the necessary implements to fix most tech level 2 or 3 equipment or manufacture tech level 0 or tech level 1 gear from scrap. So it's a crafting kit basically. Think
And
this.
whoever picked it up should probably have fix.
So, sure.
Porpe.
Has anyone else chosen a lockpicking kit?
No.
I'll pick it.
Jacob, because I'm
Mhm.
diplomat, it says I know all the languages common in our area. What would that be?
So that is generally going to be English, but I'm also going to give you access to the indigenous Native American languages.
I knew it. I knew that that was gonna be it. That's awesome.
That's cool.
I'm really excited to chew through hordes of Native American tribal people who want our flesh with my chainsaw.
I can also learn them pretty quickly too. It says and can learn new ones to a workable level within a week, becoming fluent in a month.
Jacob, what is exert used for?
Exert would be used for pushing something open, like opening a stuck door, pushing against a bookshelf, moving a car, maybe.
Okay.
Jacobs,
It's
I have
not-
a connect of 0, so I get an additional language, right?
Level 0 grants either one additional language.
Can I do
If I have
sign?
nothing, I just get English.
Oh, I get another one.
Sorry, what's that, Mason?
If I have nothing in those skills, it's just English.
You just have common, yeah. What's up, Mel?
Can I do sign language because I'm a teacher?
You can take whatever language you want on the list. I have a list of 9 languages here.
Yeah, I know. I was saying it's on there. I just wanted
Yeah.
to give lore.
Yeah, you can have sign
lore
language.
implications for doing sign language because I'm a teacher.
Absolutely.
You already know I got Morse code because my dad taught me in the vault.
Hmm.
Your dad
Uh,
would teach you Morse code. John
can-
Hendricks is in fact a man of men.
I'm not just adding that for any reason. I'm not in that because I have Connect 0. I just want to preface
Mhm.
that.
I know. I figured.
Does no 0 give you another language? Sorry, I was not paying attention.
Yes.
Connect and note, yes.
Okay. That's interesting. Where's the list of languages?
It is. I have it open on my stream right now.
Let's see.
It's at the bottom of the Google Doc, though, if you want to see it.
No me gusta.
No, me gusta.
No, me like.
Oido ir al baño.
0010010010101.
That was the letter C.
Can you have like a
C,
can you have
yes.
a switch? Can you have like a switch on the back of your neck that switches you to Spanish?
I am Buzz Lightyear.
That's a good
It would be really funny if I took Mandarin.
Wait, he was made by the commies.
He's made by the commies.
That'd be
Are you
hilarious.
interesting? Okay. I feel like I should take Rob script.
Oh,
It has your name in it.
I feel like it would be foolish not to take Rob script.
We hate the Reds, as he says in like Russian.
Rob script is basically just JavaScript. Just so you know.
Oh, I hate JavaScript. JavaScript was coded in like the person who created JavaScript as a language did it in like 2 weeks during a fever dream. Like
Yeah.
he just needed the language to be done and exist. So there's like
I gotta go
it's
walk.
really weird.
I'll be right back.
I thought it was funny how I put Bayou as its own language group. I just imagine that the people of Louisiana have gotten more and more incoherent as radiation has infected their minds.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
Like you pull up to LSU.
Me when Crazy Dave.
Mm.
Yeah, Rob script.
Yeah, close that. Okay.
It'll be really awesome. To know every language, that would be cool. I'm building a character that's like very bad at some things that robots would be like should be really good at, but I think it's fine because it fits the vibe of the character so well.
He's just notoriously bad at doing most things.
Like the fact that the Mr. Handy only speaks 2 languages, I think is like that's very strange, but I think that it works for the character concept. Oh, like
Robert,
entirely as a bonus skill.
we established that
Oh
like
shoot, that lose.
like we all know the Mr. Handy, right?
If you don't know him, you at least know of him. But I think it's fun if everybody knows him.
This is also a
yeah.
freaking massive vault.
I really
So
hate
there's
that this
a
like
decent chance we don't.
editable PDF. Like whenever I try to put a dash, it doesn't let me.
I hate editable PDFs in general.
Yeah,
I
they're
always
not-
forget to
they're not
save
great.
them whenever I close, and so I just lose all of the changes to the character sheet.
Is Alan like a family Mr. Handy, or is he just the
No.
Mr. Handy?
No, he is
He is-
not a family Mr. Handy.
He is
No,
one of
he
the
was-
Mr. Handies of the vault. Yeah.
Yeah, there's definitely more than one, but he's
He's a
assigned to
Mr.
maintenance right
Gutsy.
now. I think all of the Mr. Handies have a cutting implement and a flamethrower.
That's standard on
Um,
Mr. Handies.
Yes,
For no particular reason.
Alan is famous for being bad at everything. There's probably a large percentage of the population who, at least of the people who know Alan, who think that he should be scrapped and used as bonus parts for the other Mr. Handies.
Little did they know, he's really good at killing.
Hello, sorry.
Where were you?
Caleb called me after my first day of training. So
Where was the last thing you left off with, Jordan?
I have my foci.
Okay. Roll a d6. And then I'm gonna roll a d6, and you're gonna choose which d6 you want more.
Oh, for HP. I'll take yours.
I got a 4.
Okay, sick.
What'd you have, Dork? A 1?
1.
A lot of 1s on the HP rolls today.
I rolled a 2, and then Jacob had a 6, and now I have 8 HP. I'm very happy. I'm extremely happy with how my character's
All right, and so next thing, Jorp, is putting your saves in. So your saves are going to be
I already
like
did
your
that.
physical. Oh, sick. Okay, you already got that done. All right, so choose one skill, and you get a free bonus skill at level 0, or you can get a level 0 skill to level 1, just for existing.
Oh, sick. Okay.
Mhm.
We will do
drug skill.
Yeah, I don't know what drug skill is. Jacob, if I'm like, what skill correlates most to drugs?
Desert, probably.
You think?
What in
Or
what
survive.
aspect of drugs? What aspect of drugs are we talking?
Taking.
If I want to, well, I can already like take drugs pretty well because I have a good con. So
Definitely
system
fixed.
strain is not like an issue.
Bro.
He's gotta get his fix.
So are you talking about like procuring and making drugs?
Yeah. What would that be?
Fix. You gotta get your fix.
I do have a fix already. I got it from the focus.
No, I was joking because it's a drug joke. It's a pun.
Oh, okay. Oh, I get it. I get the pun.
Start laughing.
A knee
Work,
slap.
perhaps?
Are you wanting to
Hey.
make drugs?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say no.
Okay. So I'll take my bonus in that.
Jacob,
Okay,
could
cool.
you DM me the picture of Judy in Discord so I can save it on my computer?
I don't have it. I deleted all those pictures.
Okay, never mind.
All right. Language or do starting equipment, Jordan.
Gotcha.
So do you know how to do that?
I can figure it out.
in game content, I posted a PDF for your starting equipment. Your Vault security, I assume, is your background,
Yeah.
right? So
Yeah.
you have. I can actually just show you right here. This is your starting equipment right here.
Yeah, I've got it. 13 AC.
You really don't need to worry about the trauma target mod, obvious, or the tech level. We're not really doing that. So
Okay. Oh, we're not doing trauma rules.
Oh,
I don't.
low key.
We're gonna decide that. We're gonna decide.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen of the party.
Beg your pardon.
I beg your finest pardon.
Yes.
Alan, we are so screwed.
We are so fricked. Dude, I want to do a whole session now. This sucks.
All right, Jork, do you have background
Yeah,
or
I'm
starting
with you,
equipment?
dude. If we need to move on to something else, I can copy this down later.
The
got it.
last thing for you is just languages.
Oh, okay. Do I?
It's just. Do you have connect or no at level 0 or level 1?
I have no. Now.
At level 0,
Yeah.
you get to choose one language from the languages I have on screen.
You also get English.
On screen.
Yeah, you have English by default.
Give me Rob script.
Rob script. You got Rob script. All right, sick. So that's everything for character creation. Everything else will just be filling in miscellaneous stuff that we don't need like technical background for. What we're gonna move into now is some basically questions I have for you guys and some things I want to say about how the campaign is going to go. This is kind of where we get to brainstorm as a group how we want this campaign to be. I have an idea for how I want it to go, and I'm also sure you guys have an idea for how you want it to go. And so, what I want us to do is I want us to come to a consensus here of how we, as a party, want the campaign to go. So the first question is what are we thinking for a theme? Do we want this to be a grimdark? Do we want this to be bright? Do we want this to be gray? Like what are we feeling? I will say Fallout World traditionally is kind of like grim neutral. Like sometimes it's very grim dark, sometimes it's very grim bright. Typically, newer Fallout is more grim bright, whereas older Fallout is very grim dark. So, what do we want to do for that?
I like Grim Bright.
Okay, Mason.
Yeah.
Whatever ironic is that Grim Bright where it's like
Yeah,
someone
Grim Bright could be very ironic. Where like it's a very evil, dark world, but your characters are kind of like
Yeah, exactly. Okay. Grim Bright, yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
So
I would love it to be kind of like in between New Vegas and Fallout 4.
yeah. I mean, it'll definitely have some of the goofier, wastelandy stuff of New Vegas, but I think tonally, I do want it to feel more like Fallout 4, where you guys are like the hope for this world. Okay, so the next thing for the theme is so this is kind of I'm going to explain this question a little bit because it might not make a ton of sense. But do we want it to be story based or survival based? So basically, do we want this to be very story and lore heavy, where you guys are people unraveling a story of a world, or do we want it to be, hey Jacob, we want to go here and look at this thing. We want to go here and look at this thing. So do we want much more exploration, or you're getting guided quests from NPCs? Is the question.
Is it not possible to do a little bit of both?
It's definitely both will definitely happen, but I'm just wondering, like, for focus, for the purpose of me, like, should I be focusing more on fleshing out NPC characters for you to interact with, or fleshing out locations for you to explore? What should be my heavier focus? Locations?
I like locations.
And
I
by
like
no means would one eliminate the other. This is
Right.
just like where I should be putting a majority of my focus for session prep towards.
I think
I do like locations.
I
but
like locations, but I don't want the game to just be go here and kill this thing, right? Like
Yeah,
go
and
here
it,
and kill
it
this
won't.
thing,
Yeah.
right?
Because there'll
Yeah.
always be a reason why you're going somewhere. I'm just trying to figure out if, like, you know, if we go to a location, do you want it to more oftentimes be stocked with enemies to kill and things to explore, or people that will give you quests?
I look you want to have a reason to go somewhere, if that makes sense.
And
So
you normally will, and that's kind of a question on the next section.
My favorite Fallout, like my favorite thing about Fallout is you get a quest and then you have to get there, and getting there is hard. right? Like,
Yeah.
and you discover things along the way. I think that's the big thing of like the locations where like
Okay.
you find the train station with all the ghouls in it along the way, and you just clear that, and then maybe there's a
Yeah.
quest there or something small to do, like the Red Rocket truck stop, right? Like that with all the moles underneath.
Yeah, the mole rats underneath.
Yeah.
All right, so location
think, like,
focused.
I think like having a big overarching narrative, but then have like exploration as the milestones, if that makes sense.
Oh, I like that. Yeah, so like less like side quests, but like more exploration in like exploration along the way of the larger MSQ.
Yeah, so like we have
Yeah.
an overall goal or like a thing to do, but like we have to find our way to get there.
Yeah, I like that a lot. I
Okay.
like that.
Because that's a good, and so like factions will be very like fleshed out, but maybe not like a specific person.
Okay,
I
sick.
really
like
want to like if we're trying to get from point A to point B, I want the factions of the world to matter even if we
Yes,
like
absolutely.
don't care. Right? Like
Mhm.
we like our characters might not care about who wins this gang war, but somebody has to win before we can move on. And so
Yeah.
we're stuck with
Yeah.
helping them.
That's
Okay.
what I love about
Yeah.
Fallout. You have to like clear
Mhm.
stuff out. Like when you try to get into New Vegas, you have to like figure out the different ways to get into it.
Mhm.
Like Fallout's all about there's a goal I have to get to, but there's different ways to get to the goal,
Yeah.
and that's what
Okay,
makes it
sick.
special.
Yeah, yeah.
All right.
Sounds
So
like
the
maybe
next
trauma
section
rating is not a good idea.
sounds like what?
I said it sounds like trauma rating is maybe not for our group.
Yeah.
then.
Yeah, I
No.
don't think we're gonna want to do trauma rating.
Let's-
All right, so
We're
next
here to
thing we're
have
just gonna
fun.
talk about food and water. So food's tracked in rations, and every day that we sleep, you consume rations, basically. If you don't have rations, you can forage for food using a survive check. So water is only going to be tracked in desert hexes. There are desert hexes. There are not a ton of desert hexes, but there are some. And water is only going to be tracked in there. And so basically, when you enter a desert hex, you have to consume a canteen's worth of water per day you're in that desert hex.
So
if you
encumbrance becomes huge.
Yes, encumbrance does become very big. If you know you're about to venture into desert, you need to have water on you. Or additionally, like if you see you're about to explore into some desert hexes, you could always go and find some water before you go in, if you think you'll need it. I will say there's not going to be a ton of desert. Yes, Aiden?
Are there mechanics for starvation?
Starvation will apply system strain.
Okay.
I believe is the game mechanic.
I think there is, but there are mechanics, but I think it generally boils down to it causes you system strain.
Yeah.
I think if you get to 0 or if you max your system strain from starvation, you die or something like that. But you could get it from other things too. I think it's privation is like the whole category where it's like sleeping in bad conditions also gives you system strain.
Yeah. And so yes, AJ.
Can we have Jort become a ghoul? I'm kidding.
Hey.
Ghoulification is going to be a thing. Like there's a whole mutations thing in Ashes. It's very fleshed out. But we will cross that bridge if somebody
If we
decides
get
they want
there.
to take an excessive amount of radiation. And because ghoulification is such like a drastic thing, I will just warn you. Like if you are like, hey, there's this radiated spot, I'm gonna camp there. I'm gonna tell you guys, hey, if you camp here, you might become ghouls. I'm gonna make you roll con checks probably or con saves, physical saves, I guess. All right. So next is gonna be questing, which is kind of where we boil down to the meat and potatoes of how this campaign is gonna go. So this is the conventional Fallout quest structure. You meet the NPC, you talk to them, you hear their sob story, and you get a quest from them. You go to the quest location, you do the objective, and you return and you get a reward. It's very simple. That's how basically every Fallout quest is. So when it comes to actually questing, are we okay with the structure? And I think we established it a little earlier when we were talking about themes. You meet somebody, they give you a quest, and you go on that quest. Is that what we're looking for? Okay. And so
What is the other option?
The other option would kind of be I give you quests, like I give you objectives to go to based on what the overseer wants you to do.
That could also
And
work.
there will be a little bit of that no matter what, but I was also going to leave it up for brainstorming of what you guys would want to do specifically.
Are you planning on balancing combat encounters by level, or are you planning on doing the OSR thing
No.
of like?
It's OSR.
Okay, yeah, cool.
It'll be like, you try and take a shortcut somewhere after somebody warned you not to take it, and you end up at Deathclaw Junction in New Vegas.
Yeah, I was about to say.
But like, okay, so but like, if there are NPCs in like the main town that we get to whenever we leave the vault, right? Like, are
Mhm.
all of those NPCs sending us to an area appropriate for level 1 characters, or could we stumble onto a quest that we're not able to complete yet?
I will say you could use your reasonable intuition as players and characters when for example, a really grizzled mercenary with his bunch of mercenaries come back and say, "We got shot up real bad by some raiders," that you guys at level 1 would not instantaneously assume you can go kill the raiders that these guys couldn't.
Right. Okay. Fair
But
enough.
if somebody comes upon and asks you, "Hey, I'll pay you each 50 caps if you help me explore this house," you know, you don't know what's going to be in that house, but I'm also not going to leave something ambiguous and throw you into a Deathclaw pen, if that makes sense.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
Um,
Like,
So-
like the Mirelurk Queen quest in Fallout 4, where you go into the basement of that house and there's just a Mirelurk Queen in the basement.
Yeah,
Yeah.
There might be some stuff like that though, where like there's just
That's
a part of the
fun.
map that's just hard, or there's a
I
part of the
like-
map that's just scary.
I like the
You can
idea
always
that there's
run.
like some low-level quests where there are high-level enemies
Mhm.
where the intended solution is not combat. I like that.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Yeah, and
I also
that's
like
another
the
thing.
idea. I also like the idea of like us taking a quest, being like, "Yeah, we got this." We show up and there's a Mirelurk Queen in the basement, and we have to use our player knowledge to run away and take a
Yes.
different quest.
Yeah.
Or to
I
just
think
like
that is
just
an
to
okay
sneak,
solution to the problem.
or to try to solve the problem without killing the queen. I think that's also fun. And just like
Yeah,
not
that's-
get into combat. Yeah.
That's
And
also possible, but much more risky.
I want to encourage. We'll talk about it in combat later. Shooting things is not always the way. That's a
Dang
very
it.
big thing in Fallout. Is shooting things is not always the best way to. It is always a way to get to the solution. But let's say you come across some raiders in the wild and you kill them all. Maybe their boss comes for you. Maybe you start getting hunted down by people. So combat's not always the best option. Okay, so
So please
it
don't
comes-
shoot Brotherhood of Steel scouts.
No, dude, I'm joining the Brotherhood, bro. I'm joining the Brotherhood.
I want that power armor.
So this is an interesting question. How interested are you guys in side quests? And by side quests, I don't mean like Preston Garvey telling you to go to a settlement to help it out for the Minutemen.
Another
I mean
settlement.
like
We must
side quests
save my
like the
family.
Thieves Guild. Like something like the Thieves Guild quest line, where it's not really super affiliated with the main story of Skyrim, but you can go and do this really cool quest line that has a lot of cool lore implications for the world that can change the world and impact the world. Like I want to make it clear that like I'm not going to make it so that side quests are just completely purposeless where they don't change anything. Side quests I will always try and make them have an actual effect. But are you guys even interested in going on quests that don't pertain to your direct story?
Is it?
So
Have you
like
played?
faction quests.
Have you played 2077, Jacob?
Yeah.
In 2077, it's baked into the main story where they give you time to go on side quests.
That's
Right.
what I was thinking with because New Vegas does a really interesting thing where a
Mhm.
majority of its side quests are actually tied into the main story.
Yes,
So the
and
way I
also
was
like they
thinking of-
specifically say like go get reputation. Like your reputation isn't high enough to
Yeah.
continue.
Yeah.
Right? Like I like that. I like it when the characters actually would have a reason to go on the side quests.
For example, like they won't let you into a town because they don't know who you are, so you have to
Mhm.
go and get a bunch of money to get a key to get into the town, something like that.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
And
I
so
like that. That's
another
fun.
thing, I'll give this to you now, so you know, so it's not a surprise. But building faction relationships in this world is very important, and a lot of those faction relationships may seem like side quests, but for the world overall and for you guys surviving, having friends is a very big deal. So I have designed a lot of factions where they may not necessarily feel like they have a direct impact on the main story that you guys are going to be on, but they will have an impact on the main story that is this world.
So there's like an A plot and a B plot, right? Where the A
Yeah,
plot
yeah.
is like whatever the vault is doing, and the B plot is whatever is going on in Georgia.
Yeah, that's a good way of seeing it. It's like there's an A plot of the vault mission, and then a B plot of there's also an entire world that's taking place, and we're just a small part of it. Okay,
It's
so I
interesting.
guess
I have an A plot and a B plot character.
I'm very
Yeah.
interested in faction quests. John
Like this-
John would love the Brotherhood of Steel because he's raised by a military dad. He gets it.
I will say though that as D&D players, I think that we have a tendency to just say whatever quest line we're on is the main story.
And it could end up like that, and I'm okay with that, honestly, because
Yeah.
I, as a DM, can then adapt my session notes and my lore to fit that. So if you guys get really heavy on one faction, I can make a big antagonist come in and oppose that faction. That then kind of makes that the main storyline. So it feels like the quest that you guys are on is the main quest. Is how I want it to feel for you guys. I don't want to send you guys to locations that feel useless, if that makes sense. Like, I would be really amiss if there was a session where you guys like explored this whole cave and you're like, that was so fun, but like, what does this have to do with the main story?
Honestly, though, if it's so fun, I don't mind having quests that don't particularly have to do with the main
Yeah,
story, as long as
I
there's like
agree.
character stuff going on.
Okay. Yeah.
That happens a lot in
I'm good with
Fabula.
that. So we're
But,
doing
like-
questing exactly like it does in Fallout then.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
guess so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
And
yeah.
like maybe that like seemingly pointless quest can actually like help improve faction relations or like trust
Yeah.
in them.
Mhm.
It's like, hey, clear
Yeah,
this out so
something
we
like
know
that.
that we can trust you.
Mm.
Or we can come back to this guy that we did the quest for and be like, hey, do you want to help us out with X, Y, and Z?
Yeah,
Exactly.
and I want to.
I did.
Yeah,
I did feel in Fallout 4 a little bit like doing side quests before you get to the Institute is counterproductive to the character, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's no logical
Good
reason
thing-
for why.
Good thing we're not on Fallout 4.
And yeah, I want to try and write the story in a way to where like that it doesn't feel like it doesn't feel like you're having to reach as far as character motivations go to do a side quest. Like
Yeah,
it should
yeah.
feel sensible for the characters to engage in the world and do a side quest because like the impact that this world has on the world is also very big on you. Okay, sick. Drugs. You can thank
Yes.
Thorpe for this.
Yes.
So the base drug system is fine, but it doesn't really fit the Fallout lore. So what I'm gonna do this week is basically just come up with custom effects for all the drugs in the game. So I chose a set of Fallout drugs that I personally like and some of my own original ones. I actually this doesn't exist anymore. Ambrosia is no longer a thing because my Greek faction is no longer a thing.
Oh.
Was it like a Greek
So-
version of the Legion?
Basically, I'll spill the sausage because this is happening back when it was in Kansas, but it would have been a faction that was living in the rooftops of Topeka, and they built this entire city on the rooftops of Topeka, and they took a Garden of Eden creation kit and they terraformed the roofs of the skyscrapers, and they turned it into a place they called Olympus. But they also
Oh.
had a
Oh,
really
that's
bad
so
drug
sick.
problem where
Oh, no.
like the entirety of all the drugs being pumped into Kansas were coming from Olympus, and they just couldn't really do anything about it because like they didn't really care.
So it's
But I'm
Atlanta.
not doing that anymore.
That's really sick,
have-
though. That's really cool.
I have something better planned. I have more funny things planned.
Jacob, you have no idea how freaking excited I am right now, bro.
Okay,
That's
so
freaking-
drugs. I'll design drugs, and all your drug effects will be in this document. I just want to let you guys know. So, like for example, stim packs are going to provide like percentage of your hit points probably, but also you'll take system strain if you use a stim pack because you're basically shooting yourself up with adrenaline that instantly clots your blood. So it's not great for you.
And it like dehydrates you too, I think, in the lore.
It does dehydrate you. Yeah.
I think, Jacob, if you wanted to do, because I think all healing applies system strain, so you may want to do percentage based system strain as well.
Yeah.
You may want to make like really bump that system strain up.
Yeah. And I also might change it too to where healing or sleeping just heals you, because that's how it does in Fallout. And so
I prefer not.
Not okay.
I prefer slow healing, and I prefer slow healing because it bakes downtime into the game.
Okay.
Right, so like when you heal 1 hit point per day, and you have 20 hit points, you have to go to town and you have to stay there for 20 days, right?
Okay,
and
how
you
do we
have to
feel
interact with
about that?
NPCs and crafting and stuff.
I agree.
I could go either way. I'm fine healing during sleep because that's how the game works. But if y'all want to do the slow healing, that's fine too.
And even
What if it
with
was-
stim packs, healing won't be that slow. Because if you take a stim pack, you take 1 system strain, you go to sleep, you gain whatever you gain from the sleep plus the stim pack because the system strain went away.
Yes, stim packs will definitely be like a combat thing where you're getting shot up in combat. You don't have time for a heal check. You use a stim
It's
pack.
emergency. Yeah.
Yeah. Just me personally, I'm totally like flexible, but I've never been a fan of systems where you just instantly heal for a night's rest, because it
Okay.
turns every dungeon into, we go into the dungeon, we rest inside the dungeon, and we're perfectly fine for the next day.
That's
Right.
fair. Yeah, I see that point.
Or we just camp outside the dungeon and we just keep doing that over and over again. Like, I like the idea that healing is harder and you have to go interact with NPCs and stuff.
Okay, so are we all okay with the basic healing? Okay, cool. So yeah, we'll go with that then. All right, combat and death.
Yes!
So when it comes to initiative, we can do side based or actor based. Side based is players go, Jacob goes. Players go, Jacob goes. And
Side
we
based.
obviously
Side
would
based.
beat
Side
rolls.
based.
Side based.
I do it for
based.
Fabula. It works really well. It's really fun for both the DM and the players.
Yeah.
Technically, Aiden, for Fabulous, you do popcorn initiative.
Oh well, I guess
It's
so.
Yeah, because the side based is
Oh,
everyone on
he's
our side
saying.
goes.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's what he's saying. Okay.
Yeah. So it would be like when it's our turn, everyone in the party goes, and then when it's his turn, all of the enemies go.
I like
What is popcorn? What is popcorn?
Popcorn is
Yes.
one person from your side goes, and then you swap sides.
How do we feel about that?
Whoa.
Wait,
I
what?
prefer side based, but popcorn initiative is okay. So all of the people in the party are on one side, and all of Jacob's people are on one side, and so initiative swaps back and forth one at a time. So like Alan goes, and then one of the NPCs goes, and then Mason's character goes, and then one of the NPCs goes.
But what
And
about
your
when
character goes
there's
over and over again?
when there's one giant guy? Then it's just one of us goes, he goes.
after every turn.
No. It's you only have one action per round. So it's the giant guy
right.
goes, and then one of us goes, and then the next of us goes. Right?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. In Fabula, they balance it by having the big guy have multiple actions in that round.
But usually
like
big
side
guys will
based.
have multiple attacks in old school games. So they'll still have one turn but have multiple attacks.
I
There's a
like
couple
side
different
based
ways to
because
do
it
it.
gives us more opportunity to do teamwork.
I like side based a lot too because it also, I've noticed in old school essentials when we had side based initiative and somebody had nothing to do on their turn, they just said pass and that was it. They moved on. But that feels worse when it's like you wait 20 minutes for your turn or you wait 5 minutes for your turn and then you have nothing to do.
And it also like we helped reload each other in OSE. Like
Yeah,
that
I
was
think it's-
cool.
I think it's way
You don't get to
more
do that
of-
anywhere else.
Yeah,
Yeah,
It's
where
much
it's
harder
like,
to do that. Yeah.
help me with my fireball.
Yeah, like that was awesome.
So are we thinking side base then?
Yeah,
Yes,
I
let's go
prefer side based. Yeah, I'm
Okay.
a big side based fan.
Okay.
I like popcorn
Desolated.
initiative in some instances. Draw Steel does popcorn initiative.
Yeah, I draw steel and popcorn work well because everyone's pretty beefy. And so
Alrighty.
you can still tactic.
We are next going to look at lethality. I think I know what the answer is, but I want to look at it just so we can see where even is lethality.
Other
Hold on,
regions. Let me see if I could.
Rip and tear, rip and tear, rip and tear.
Oh, yes.
Mason's just
install
making
those
like
packages.
corn fed Doom guy.
Rip and tear.
Yes.
With like your ripper saw.
Yeah. Jimmy's gonna be really interesting
So we're
because
not doing
Jimmy
traumatic hits.
Mason, we gotta get you a super sledge. Do you know what that is?
Okay,
Nope.
optional lethality rules. Alrighty.
Super sledge.
Oh, it's the
It's a
season two.
rocket propelled sledgehammer, yeah.
Season 2. I know ball.
Okay, so everyone listen up. Everyone listen up.
Yes.
We're going to talk about the optional lethality rules. So Ashes is a lethal game by most modern standards. However, for some flavors of post-apocalypse, an even higher body count is needed. So in other settings, a somewhat lighter hand on the Gravedigger shovel is preferred. So basically, the way we get to do this is we get to play with characters that have different, I guess like a setting would be the way of doing it. So we have ordinary survivors where people are just kind of people. Fragile is you guys are not normal people. You're much lower than average. Glass NPCs is just punishment simulator. Everything is going to kill you very easily. Then we have sturdy NPCs, which you guys are just more powerful than other things by default. You're just kind of beefier. Plot armor is plot armor. Plot armor is Mel. So do we want
I
these
like
are all
ordinary and fragile.
I like sturdy.
and this is all optional. Yes, Robert?
I have a proposal. I would love. I actually like the idea of doing heroic sacrifice in this campaign
I agree.
because I feel like it matches the vibe for Fallout. But can we come up with a system where mechanically, if your character would have died and you choose not to sacrifice, they suffer some sort of permanent, like, bad
just like karma.
consequence for that?
Yeah.
Like either karma or
Mhm.
like I don't like if it's I think it's cool. It's very narrative and very like outside of the like meta, I guess. To
Mhm.
say because your character would have died, now you have faction trouble. But I also kind of like it.
I
I
think
like
it,
the
it could
idea that
depend
like
though.
So is
Because
it
like
is
if
it
your
like
character's
a
death could have spared a faction leader, then you
Mhm.
would have a lot of strife with that faction afterwards.
I like the idea that death is still bad. You still want to avoid death, but we're not just doing a character creation simulator like Old School Essentials was.
Yeah.
That's
Especially
why
if
I
we're
like
leaning
Sturdy.
towards Fallout 4.
how easy is it to get killed in Ashes Without Number?
So
Yes.
I mean, you start out with a D6 of health, and a
Every
lot
enemy
of your
does at least a
starting.
D8 damage.
Not necessarily. Not
Yeah,
Oh,
what does
necessarily.
that's
a
right.
ghoul do?
Ashes uses
What does a
weapon
single
based
ghoul do?
A single ghoul. I will pull up the ghoul stat block.
Yeah.
Right now, I'm voting for Sturdy because that makes more sense for the tone of the campaign we're going for.
And I kind of agree. There's
was
some
my-
reasons to do this.
I was thinking let's stay with the lower hit points, but let's take death off the table with the exception of heroic sacrifice. And just have
Okay,
some
yeah.
other long-term consequence whenever you would mechanically like die.
This is what I use for a ghoul. I
Yeah,
think
like,
I actually just have.
the
You
reason-
can only die when you choose to.
I have
I also
custom
think
stat
like
block
us being
pulled
the
up. I'm
Vault
going
Dwellers
to-
and being more like pure than the Wastelanders would help us in a lot of things.
That's a fair assumption. Yeah. So I mean, like the thing with
Did you
this
say
is
that's a
weak
reasonable
feral
assumption?
ghoul- a weak feral ghoul, which is basically the weakest humanoid enemy in the game, does a D6.
So
Okay,
it can
yeah,
one-shot
that's-
us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not me.
Which I don't.
Oh, actually, no,
necessarily
yeah,
like.
actually me. Yeah.
Let's go Sturdy.
So yeah, like what are you saying, Robert?
Well, I say AJ is saying sturdy. I'm saying low hit points, but heroic sacrifice and long-term consequences.
I do just
That's
think
my
that
proposal.
like one of our players shouldn't die to a feral ghoul though. You know what
I don't
mean?
know. I don't know. I think it's a realistic thing to say that people, because like if people die to feral ghouls a lot because they can one slash across the neck and you're dead. Like we see in the TV show in the episode with the ghouls, those two guys who had guns and had survived in the wasteland for 20 plus years, they got insta killed.
That's true.
But also the caveat is they're not the Vault Dweller. Is the other thing.
We
Yes,
are the main
Mason?
characters in this.
Yes, Mason.
Yeah, I think other than like the kind of canon training that we have, we're just John Guy, right? And it's like, sure, you're a security officer, but you've never experienced anything crazy outside the vault. And on top of that, the people outside the vault, some of them are just normal dudes too, but they have a chainsaw, right? It's like, I think it's a similar vibe to like the first sessions of like King and Company. We were 5 dudes or 4 dudes and a girl that had some kind of cool stuff that went into a cave, right? And like that's kind of what it was. I think I like the idea that normal hit points, and I like Robert's sacrifice thing because I think it makes sense at least in the first season arc or whatever of this, right?
Okay.
Is that we're John Dude, right? Jimmy is Jimmy.
So, but like,
yeah.
I like the idea because let's say that who's got the lowest hit points? Like who's rocking with
Mel.
like 4? So like Mel, like right? So in our first encounter, Mel gets one shot by a ghoul. Flashbacks. War flashbacks. Mel gets one shot by a ghoul, right?
Oh my
Her character doesn't die, right? Like she mechanically would have died, like quote unquote died.
Zero
but
hit points is also not necessarily death. It's death and dying
There's, like-
table at that point. Yeah.
There's like 6 rounds. That's how it works in
Yeah,
Ashes?
you get knocked down. To
Oh,
zero
in
hit
that
points.
case, then yeah, I think we should keep the lower.
So
hit
yeah,
points.
that is a good thing to clarify. 0 hit points does not mean instant death.
Yeah,
But we
then I
are
think
playing
we
with
get
the frail condition, right? Where if you take damage when you're frail, you die.
Yeah, but frail
I think
would
it's
be
if you're frail and you go to mortally wounded, you die.
yeah.
If you're mortally wounded and
Really?
you take damage, you die. I think so. That's how it works in Worlds.
Let me try and find that.
We should double check that before we move on.
Yeah.
Major injuries. Okay. Let me try and find this. So, if a creature is reduced to 0 hit points by a lethal attack, is dead or dying. Normal NPCs or unremarkable NPCs will generally die on the spot. PCs and those NPCs important enough to have deserved a name will be mortally wounded. A mortally wounded creature is helpless, unable to do anything but scream, writhe, or lie unconscious. At the end of the 6th round, after they are downed, they will die. They will die instantly if they take any further hit point damage. An ally can attempt to stabilize a mortally wounded companion. In doing so, generally an int heal or dex heal skill check, one requiring a main action. I will allow a stim pack to instantly revive a mortally wounded companion.
Revive or stabilize?
Stabilize to 1 hit point.
Oh, that's I'm never using a stim pack on a mortally wounded person. That's
Well,
a complete
well-
waste.
Well, no. Wait, no. Yeah, revive with the stim pack percentage. I mean, yeah,
Oh, okay. So with the hit points from
Okay.
the stim pack.
yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah. That makes sense.
So
I'm not entirely sure what a long-term consequence would be for somebody who mechanically, like, quote unquote, dies. I like the idea of.
So they actually have that in the game, which I can talk about in a moment. They
Oh.
have a major injury section. So
Oh, yeah,
basically,
the
once
next
you're
page.
stabilized, you have the frail condition for at least a week, and frail NPCs cannot heal damage through natural healing and will die immediately if brought to 0 hit points again. So that's how frail works.
If brought to 0.
Same way in Worlds.
Oh,
And
hey,
then
major injuries.
major injuries, yeah. So if you don't die from a mortal injury, so if you get dropped to 0 hit points and revived, you suffer from a major injury. So we are going to play with major injuries, I think, because it's a very fun rule. But
I
it's
like it.
basically the same kind of thing as in like OSC, where a ghoul lunges at you, slashes you 0 hit points. You get up, then you roll a d12 on the major injuries table, and you could have like permanent arm damage, permanent eye damage, or it could just be healed. It could on an 11 or a 12, it just heals, and you're fine.
Can we do major injuries, but you only get a major injury if you die and choose not to sacrifice?
I like that a lot. I like
Okay.
this.
Yeah. So you get dropped to 0 hit points, and well, so if you get dropped to 0 hit points and revive, you don't get a major injury, is what you're saying.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, we need to talk about sacrifice because I feel like if you're gonna sacrifice, you should do it at 0 hit points and not when your timer runs out.
Okay.
'Cause it doesn't make
Well,
sense for you
so-
to drop to 0, be on the ground writhing in pain for 6 rounds, and then stand up and then heroic sacrifice. I mean, unless it does to everybody else.
I mean, I wouldn't say it has to be instant because somebody could get
Okay.
dropped to 0 hit points by like the last enemy in a turn of combat, and it makes no sense for them to heroic sacrifice in that moment, and so they might just have to like bide their time for like 2 turns till people
Yeah.
can actually kill the
gives you-
enemy.
It gives you options too.
Yeah. I think when it comes to heroic sacrifice, it will kind of be a case by case basis where like if somebody has 3 grenades on their person, they drop to 0 hit points and they keep telling people to res them while they could easily use those grenades to sacrifice and kill the enemies. That would be a case then where if they get resed, I would say major injury. Definitely, because that was an unheroic way of going. So does that make sense?
It makes sense. I don't love the fiatness of that.
The fiat.
I feel like
What do you mean?
it's very like just like in the air floating, not like a defined rule.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay. So how do we want to define it then?
My proposal is normal hit points from starting at level 1.
Okay.
And then if you die mechanically and choose not to sacrifice, you take a major injury. But no
like,
major
if you
injury
die
if you
while
go to
mortally
0 and
wounded.
come back up. If you
So it's past 0 and you die after that is what you mean, right?
yes, if you
Wait,
if you
explain that again for me, real quick.
so if you would mechanically die, like in the base
Mhm.
game, if you would die,
Mhm.
if you choose not to sacrifice yourself, you take a mortal injury.
So you drop to 0. So this is not saying you drop to 0 hit
Major
points and
injury.
get rezzed, then you get a punishment.
Yes.
This
Yeah,
is
so
saying
I'm
you
saying
drop to 0
downing-
hit points.
Yeah.
You do nothing for the next 5 turns while your teammates struggle, and then you get revived. You take a mortal injury.
Um
Or am I
essentially
misreading that?
So if it's 5 turns and then you bleed out, then yes, that's what I'm saying.
But you would just die.
Right, but I'm saying you don't die because we're doing the sacrifice instead.
Yeah, I understand
So I'm
what he's
saying
saying.
you only die if you sacrifice.
Yeah, he's saying like
Okay, I
mechanically,
like
if
it.
you
I
were
like
to
it.
die, you can instead choose the sacrifice.
Okay.
Yeah.
How do
And
we
that
feel
would-
about that, guys?
yeah.
How do we feel?
Wait,
Can
so
you
are you saying you
re-explain it?
can't? Yeah, go
Okay.
ahead.
I'll try my best to explain it succinctly. I'm not very concise at the moment. My thought process is your character only dies if you choose to heroically sacrifice yourself, right? So if you drop to 0 hit points, you have 6 rounds, and at the end of the 6th round, you take a major injury. Right? But at any point during those 6 rounds, you could choose to stand up and sacrifice and your character dies.
I'm
So it's like
I
when you
still feel
die,
like
you go in a
mechanically
place
it's a
of
little
glory
bit
in
gray,
some
though.
sort.
okay.
Right?
So what we're looking at then is not
It's
a
not-
campaign like King and Company where it's like we're burning through characters. It's
Hey, I
we've
don't
Yes,
want
that was-
one.
Symphony. That's not what I want.
And that's I'm just using it as an example, right? It's
it becomes Fabula Ultima essentially.
yeah. So you've got one character, and they just keep getting injuries until there's a moment where it's like, actually, if I want any of my friends to survive, I have to sacrifice myself.
One of the major injuries is instant death.
Yeah, looking at the
Oh,
major
so there's still a
injuries,
chance that
this
you
is
could die.
really
Honestly,
looking at the
I'm
major
cool with that.
injuries.
what
This is
we're-
pretty bad.
So what we're doing is essentially saying, you get knocked to 0 hit points. If someone reses you before you hit that 6th round, you're good. But if you
Yeah.
hit that 6th round without heroically sacrificing, you take a major injury, which could potentially be nothing or potentially be instant death or something in between. So
I like
are we
that. I
all
like
okay
that a
with
lot.
that?
I
And
like
you
this.
only die. The only conditions for you dying are a heroic sacrifice or by dying from your major injury, which
Also
is
known as rolling a 1 on the d12 table.
essentially, yeah.
Okay.
Or I mean, with a 2, you have to get surgery. But so are you all okay with that?
Also,
Yeah.
I want to throw this on the table. In the book, it says that if you have the frail condition and you don't get bed rest within a week, you make a physical save versus death.
Yes, that is another condition. If you get and you would
Yeah.
get frail upon being rezzed from 0 hit points. So even if you don't
Right.
take a major injury, you're still going to be considered frail if you drop to 0 and then got revived.
So wait,
In
so then
which-
are we doing the major injury? Oh, I like that. I like that. Instant major injury if you drop to 0 while you're frail,
Yeah.
right? Because that would just
well,
that follows the rule that we were using for the other one, right?
Is that what it says?
Well,
I
because
think if
normally you would die if
if
you're
you-
frail.
Okay, yeah, we can do that. So here, let me write this. Okay, so
Mhm.
I'm having a hard time putting this together in a sentence that doesn't require a whole bunch of ands and ifs.
yeah. So heroic sacrifice
I
lethality
understand that.
rules. Only death conditions are via sacrifice or death by mortal injury. Injury is obtained upon 6 rounds of mortally wounded or dropped to 0 while frail. Okay, so does this summarize it all? So heroic sacrifice lethality rules. Only death conditions are via sacrifice or death by mortal injury. So rolling a 1 on the mortal injury table. Mortal injury is obtained upon 6 rounds of being mortally wounded or dropped to 0 while frail.
Yeah, that's very
I
succinct.
think that summarizes everything. Okay.
I think that's what we're talking about.
And so
Orphan,
we're all
What do we
you guys
think?
cool with
Frail
that?
and not getting bed rest.
I'm okay with that.
Yes.
What do we think about adding like a single D4 modifier to our health so that we don't like get insta killed at the beginning? Because I don't like
the-
sturdy, but I don't want to get insta killed at the same time. You know what I mean?
I feel like we're just gonna have to be careful. I like the idea that we're just gonna have to be
That's
careful at
true.
level 1.
Yeah, I
The
mean, I
wrong
think
guys.
this will encourage you guys to play smart. is
We've
the
already
idea.
taken death off the table. I feel like
That's
we
true.
could
That
just
is true.
we could, like
We've
in
made
order
death a
for
lot
it to be really dangerous, we really would all have to go down. Right? Because
Mhm.
otherwise, like there are people who have the heal skill. If you go down, it's not just the end of the
Mhm.
world.
Yeah.
Oh, Jacob,
Yes.
what are you gonna do if all of us are down?
A party wipe will result in death unless you have an NPC near you who can reason. And I won't like do rolls for that, but I'll say it's like if all 6 of you guys get knocked and you have an NPC companion who's in power armor with a Gatling gun, and there are 4 feral ghouls standing in front of him, he's gonna kill all of them, and he'll probably be able to res you guys. But if it's
least
just
some
the
of
6
us.
of you, yeah, at least some of you, and if it's just the 6 of you, you all get knocked to 0 hit points. It's party death.
That's why we need factions, baby.
Yeah, is there
Yeah, in
maybe a
which-
faction that would want to capture us or something? Take us alive,
Raiders.
or at least some of us alive?
It depends on how things go in the world. There,
Yeah.
Also-
you might have factions that'll be watching you and following you and trying to keep you alive. You might have factions that are actively hunting you and hoping that you die.
Yeah, I
and
really do
your
think
death makes things
um,
easier.
I really do think factions are going to see all of us differently. They're not going to see us as one.
Oh, of course.
group.
Yeah, no, I'm yeah, of course. But I'm
Yeah.
saying that like theoretically if we're fighting a gang, the boss of that gang might want us alive. We might be more useful alive than just all
Yeah.
TPK'd.
You could be.
Yeah.
And I think it kind of this will be more of a narrative situation, I think, than a rule situation. Because I think the general consensus you guys should go into it with, though, is if all of your party drops to 0 hit points, you will die. It will be a party wipe. Now, there can be some conditions where that changes if it makes sense, and I will let you guys argue that. Like, again, we have 4 power armored companions who have laser rifles and full health, or even just like, it's like a mole rat left, and we have a companion who has full health and a gun. Like, yeah, he could probably kill the mole rat and save some of you. And then as far as like factions in the world that will want you alive, that's not something I could determine now. That's something that will be determined in game.
Cool.
Cool. So does everyone understand the lethality rules, and is everyone okay with them? I think it's very Fallout because it's basically giving you guys plot armor without really giving you guys plot armor.
Yeah,
Like
it's a good.
very minimal that we die.
And it basically just turns you into essential NPCs, right? Like you
Yeah.
just drop to 0 hit points, and then you get
There's-
syntax back
yeah.
up. But you
There's
have
still
the
stake in combat.
There's
Yeah.
still stakes because death is still on the table. It is a
Mhm.
roll to see if you die whenever you go 6 rounds without healing.
Yeah. Okay, so next thing is going to be Hexploration. So the way Ashes has it designed is you have 10 travel hours per day. Each hex has different kind of travel hours. Generally speaking, the normal grassland
Generally
hex is going to be
speaking.
1 travel hour, generally speaking. So I can actually pull up the travel chart for you guys so you can witness it.
Witness me.
Mason,
Have
I
an
was
image
literally about to
of
say you're gonna do
an
that.
Asian man in a uniform. It's General Lee speaking.
General Lee is
so, like,
speaking.
a majority of where you're going to be walking is going to be plain scrubland and then light forest. So 1 to 2 walking
That's a good number
hours
of
a day.
hexes.
Yeah. So travel encounters, I did change one rule. So Fallout is very heavy on things happening while you're exploring. It's a very common thing while you're playing a game for something to happen. In the original games, which are very similar to tabletops, you would just have random encounter checks. So I have it set to be every other hex is when a random encounter check will be rolled. That's not saying there's a random encounter every other hex, but rather every other hex I will, or the party leader will roll, and we will see if there's an encounter. An encounter could be a hostile group of raiders, or it could be a merchant who's running a sale on Brahmin steak. It could be one or the other. It could be a lot of different things. I'm kind of working on formatting the table as I go. Are we okay with that? I've changed it from Ashes to make it more heavy on encounters. That's also to make things more interesting while you are exploring. So you don't just walk for 4 days straight without encountering a single thing, except for like maybe a nighttime check that you just ran away from. And this will allow it to make the world feel alive. We're like, oh, we are walking through the forest and we find a group of, Cherokee hunters, and they're out hunting and they share with us some information of a local river. Yeah, Robert?
If we're gonna do that many random encounters, can I suggest that we roll for the distance away that the encounter is when we see it?
Yeah, we could do that.
Because that way, there's like if we get stuck with like it's raining and this is our 3rd combat encounter of the day, we could be like, all right, they're like 200 yards away. We just go around.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
I was gonna say,
we
like,
can definitely do that.
what's the probability that we take a quest and we go to find it, and we roll like 5 random encounters in a row and they're all combat?
Gunners,
so,
Assaultron,
I'm thinking the way I'm gonna do random encounters is gonna vary between hexes, but like generally speaking, for I think what I'm just gonna call green hexes, which are gonna be like grasslands and forest, it's gonna be like a 1/3 chance there's nothing, a 1/3 chance they're like friendly or ambiguous, and a 1/3 chance they're hostile. And if they're hostile, it's going to be really obvious if they're hostile. I mean, if they're ambiguous, it could be like they could turn hostile if things don't go well. Like it could
Are
be.
you good at reaction rolls?
Yes, reaction rolls will be
Oh,
a thing. Mhm.
fire.
So I mean, yeah,
I like the
if you
idea
walk
that-
up on some trader and you all have your guns drawn and you're all covered in blood, and he sees that and he thinks you're scary, he might just run away.
Yeah. I like the idea that even if we find a group of raiders, it might not be instantly a combat encounter.
Mhm. Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
raiders doesn't necessarily mean hostile. Raiders could be highwaymen who are trying to like mug you, and you could very easily just intimidate them or just kill them all. So, there is a it it's somewhere in the book. It's somewhere in the book where it talks about random encounters. I think it's here, but I could be crazy.
I will
I
be
think I'm
right
crazy.
back. I'm gonna go get a
Here
snacky.
it is. Mhm. So the basic travel encounter rules is you have a chance of running in random encounters. An encounter check is rolled by the GM on a 1d8 with a 1 or less indicating some sort of encounter. I think that's way too little. I think that's really sparse. So, and then the check is rolled once per day of travel or foraging, which is also like you have a 1 in 8 chance one time a day to have something happen.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, that's
Kevin, I don't
crazy.
think
Which is
Kevin
just way too
likes random encounters.
Yeah. I wanted to make it more frequent because I feel like that adds a lot to the world. And also, that's how you can start building faction relationships. Is maybe a random encounter gets rolled, and some factions people need help getting out of a jam, and you guys help them, and you get a lot of positive reputation with the faction. So I think it
big
could hurt
fan
you
of,
or it could
like-
help you.
I'm a big fan of like massive random encounter tables with like 100+ random encounters.
That's what I'm going to try and work on. Is I want it to be really comprehensive, where it's like, there's like the obvious like the D6 encounter table where it's like you have a 1/3 chance of everything, but from there it's like categories of like hostile, mutant, mutant animal, Deathclaw, mother Deathclaw with kids. Kids are evil and feral and have rabies. It like goes very deep.
Bro, we're gonna
Just to
take
make it
one
different.
step out of the vault and find Death Call Junction or something with a random encounter.
No.
Instant
Okay,
blood.
so the next thing is when it comes to towns, and I'm so down to do this. This is like something I enjoy. But would you guys actually care if I made like a physical like map with images of what towns look like? Because I'm so down to do it. But if you
I think
guys
it's
don't
cool.
care, then I'm not going to do it.
I think it's cool, but I don't know if it's worth the effort.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really care. I just want a list of what's there.
Cool. So we are
I
not going to
care.
do that then.
I like it.
Now we're going to go into the content stuff. So this is kind of compiling when I sent out that message from what like you guys said you weren't okay with, and then also some of my personal stuff. So think of it as lines and veils from what we've talked about before. But this is like the hard stuff we're not going to include. Sexual stuff / sexual crimes. It's not going to happen.
Good.
Characters will have romance. Sex is not going to be mentioned. That's it. Yeah, and there's not going to be any mention of like rape or anything. I'm not going to include that.
Yeah.
Not even Fallout touches that, like when it comes to sexual assault. So we're not going to even talk about it. Torture, as per request from people, it can happen off screen, but it's not going to be described. So like, this guy got messed up real bad, and they got information out of him. That's as deep as it'll go. You won't have his injuries described to you. At least not in detail. You might be like he's like really beat up, but I'm not going to go super in depth. Is everyone okay with that?
He's been
Cool.
tickled.
No, you must describe all of the torture in detail. No, yeah, that's good.
They
He's
pulled
been
every one of
tickled.
his fingernails off.
He's been
Putting a
tickled.
veil over not
His
describing.
socks are so wet.
I just
dude.
wanted to make sure that line was like that for some people, like because even for some people, the idea that people are being tortured could be too much. And I want to
Yeah, that's
emphasize, like,
fair.
if you guys are uncomfortable with any one of these themes, you're not going to upset me or anyone else by being like, "Hey, I'd just rather that not happen." So
I would just.
Mel's back. We'll wait for Mel. Can you hear us? Have you been able to hear us? Okay, cool.
I would
The next
just.
one
I
is-
would like for. I would be really uncomfortable if any of us got hurt ever, and I think that it would just be really beneficial for me and my well-being if we all were just fantastic and awesome the whole time.
Can I put a line on taking damage?
Yeah.
Can I
Okay,
put
so the next
fail
thing,
on
being
anything
sad.
bad?
and I want to make sure I understood this right from the message. But so violence against children, there are areas where it will be implied, but it will not be mentioned, right? If you hear, raiders went through a town and killed everyone in the town, I'm not gonna say, and you see a dead child in the street, but it will definitely be implied that probably children might have died. I'm not gonna describe it though. So don't go and ask me like, oh, did they kill a bunch of kids? Because I'm gonna not answer for the sake of people who are uncomfortable with that.
What about the local
So,
orphanage?
and again, I'm just going to be frank. There are going to be situations where you can definitely make the inference that it happened. Just keep that to yourself. Don't ask. I'm not going to say. Is everyone okay with that?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going with officially Fallout 4 unkillable children, but unofficially, if they die, it's off screen. Mind control and coercion. Brainwashing might happen, but there's not going to be like somebody putting a mind chip in the back of someone's head and controlling them to kill people. But you might see like a cult leader who's really indoctrinated his people, leading them to war. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Rob, put the
Makes sense.
microchip in.
That
body
microchip actually
horror.
is something in the Fallout TV show.
It is a very large plot point in
It's-
season 2. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm not going to include it though, mainly because it's already been done, and also because I know some people might be uncomfortable with it.
Right.
Body horror. It's Fallout. Body horror monsters exist. I'm not going to describe some person's transformation into a Deathclaw or not a Deathclaw, into a centaur or a super
Can I send a
mutant.
picture of a centaur?
No, I said, don't do this to me.
But like, just be warned. There are freaky nuclear abominations in Fallout. This isn't like news to any of you guys. You've all played Fallout. A lot of them are just big bugs, but some of them are in fact like Fallout 1 ghouls, where they literally look like zombies. So I just want to make sure, like,
Or Coopers.
probably, or Coopers, yes. I won't describe them because I don't need to. Like, you're not going to pull up on some ghoul and I'm going to just start describing how you can see his skull, but just know that these monsters exist. And if you're curious for what they look like, I could provide images. Again, the most
At the end
grotesque
of the
thing that
day-
would be there might be a centaur. I don't even know if I'm going to include centaurs though. So
At the end of the day, I feel like the best way of describing it is just by saying the percentage of the transformation.
like
It's like
halfway
50%
transformed.
human and 50%
Yeah.
scorpion or whatever. Yeah,
Yeah.
I like that. That's fine.
And that's about all I do. I also just don't have the chops to sit here and like cook up whatever the heck they were smoking when they made like centaurs or floaters.
Oh, the centaur's crazy. Sorry, I'm looking at a picture.
It's
Yeah.
awesome, dude. So
For
good.
context, because when we were watching season 1 and we saw the Gulper, I misheard Jacob and I thought he said Cooper, and so now I say, "Oh no, the Cooper!"
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
What happened, man?
So we're all good with that. Suicide. It's not gonna be described. It'll be like so and so has shot himself. Is that okay? Like I'm not
slowly
gonna
open
sit
the
here
door.
and make you guys.
It's a good compromise. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not gonna make you guys watch me describe a cutscene of some guy like taking his own life, but you might come across a scene where like you find a skeleton who's holding a gun, and there's like a bullet hole in the skull or something,
You're
or
gonna see
like
one hang
a
from the ceiling?
character takes their own life, but it's not gonna be very like rigorously described.
So like,
Is that okay?
are we like letting people hang from the ceiling, or is that too far?
I might say like a person is hung, but I won't like describe any further.
Or like a gallows or something? I could see that being in a Fallout.
Yeah,
world.
like if you've I think like a good example is like at the beginning of the Scorch Trials, there's a really grisly scene
Yes!
described.
I was
where a
literally
bunch
just
of
thinking about
people
that.
Have
Yeah,
hung
no, that's
themselves, and it
weird.
describes every part of it, and it's really grisly. I'm
Yeah,
not
no,
gonna do
horrible.
that, but I might say like they hang him, and that's the end of it.
Mm.
So, but I won't describe anything further than that. I want to keep it Fallout's gory, but I don't want to keep like the really disturbing gore to a high. I want to try and like lower that
It's
for the sake
gory,
of
but it's
everybody.
not focused on the gore.
Yeah. All right. So content that will be present. Please, if you are not okay with this, let me know. I can change it. Slavery.
Let it in.
Are we okay with slavery?
Yes.
And
Yes.
when I say slavery, I am describing like chattel slavery, where people are seen
Yeah,
as
not-
objects. I'm
not-
not gonna
not
like
modern slavery.
describe what they're doing to the slave, but like it will be known that there are people who are mistreated as slaves.
How much slavery do you think there will be?
Depends on who you interact with.
I
We,
request
The
no.
Legion isn't
Can we
here.
double it?
Oh, so you want more slavery? I can
No,
I
okay.
can include more
The
slavery.
next
Okay,
person.
okay.
How many can we obtain?
Next person, Joseph.
But yeah, there might be.
How
I
much
was
do
about
they
to say
cost,
that. Would you
Jacob?
like this
How
slavery,
many
or would you like to
caps per
double it to
slave?
the next person?
But yeah, so there will be slavery. Genocide.
If you get
Yeah,
that's-
you might encounter moments where you come into a town and everyone is dead.
Oh
And
no,
somebody
it's
killed them
almost
all.
like the whole world was nuked.
Yeah, but like more personal.
It's- Jacob,
like
go ahead. Sorry.
just like it's not just going to be the obligatory assumption that when you walk into a town there's like a bunch of skeletons or people who died from nukes, but like you might walk into a town and I'll describe how they are like people who have recently been executed and shot in mass.
How would Nipton be portrayed in our campaign?
I would say that you see a town that has been lit on fire. You see people with powder ganger uniforms hanging from crucifixes, and they are in pain. And then you see legionnaires walking around the town.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I
that's good.
won't have it where like they're begging for you to kill them or anything.
No. Yeah.
So-
That's kind of that was a
Give
good
credit to
example of the
Jorp.
feel.
Yeah.
Give credit to Jorp. That wasn't
What?
me.
I couldn't hear anything. Sorry.
Nuclear abominations. So you won't see somebody in the process of ghoulification. Like I'm not going to describe what happens to a certain character in Fallout Season 2 who don't say his name because Mel hasn't seen it yet. Like I'm not going to describe what happens to him where like things start falling off of him. But you're going to see ghouls, you're going to see people missing limbs, you're going to see creatures that are nasty. I'm not going to have it where like a ghoul is going feral and they're begging for you to kill it as it loses its humanity. Not going to have
Yeah,
that. Feral ghouls are feral
that's a big
ghouls.
issue for me.
Yeah,
is
feral
the
ghouls are
life
feral
of it.
ghouls. Ghouls
Yeah.
are ghouls. If they go feral, it will be they are just you just come upon them and they're feral now. It's not
Okay.
going to be like you have to watch as they start to lose their mind. It'll be like you saw them one moment and then the next time you visit them they're feral. Yes,
Okay,
AJ?
It's
cool.
not going to be like the freezers.
I'm about to like actually pee myself. Can I go pee real quick?
Yeah, you're good. Go pee.
Okay,
No.
sick. It's
You know the bug in Hollow Knight? The
No.
minor bug in Hollow Knight? There's a bug, the NPC that you find at the beginning of the game that's just like Hunky Dobre mining away at a quartz crystal. And then after a certain point in the game, she turns into a zombie and attacks you the next time you go into that
Oh.
area. It's so
Mhm.
sad. She dies at like
It'll
one
be like
hit.
that. Yeah. It'll be
Yeah.
something like that. And just
Poor
like
bug.
assuming this, guys, it's Fallout. FEV mutants are going to be present. I'm not going to have like the master as an FEV mutant. Like, no. But like, you know, super mutants, centaurs, other FEV mutants, floaters, stuff like that might exist. We're not going to go into the territory of the master, though. If you want to know what the master is, you can look it up yourself. Viewer discretion advised. It's disgusting.
I just looked it up myself. It's something.
Yeah, it's something. He is in fact something. I don't think this will be an issue, but drug alcohol abuse, like, I don't think
Actually-
anyone here cares.
Can I line drugs? Jorp.
Bro just lied his character.
Oh, yeah. Actually, can I line comic books?
Can I line women?
Yes, I'm actually okay with that.
Go ahead and
There are
pick
actually
them
Yeah,
only
alright.
men existing in the Fallout world now, which is actually a really dark thing when you think about it. But
There is only one generation.
okay, violence.
Golly.
I think a great example is this. So one time I had a player describe a kill for me, and he described the kill as I kick the guy up in the air, and as he's coming down, I chop him into sushi. We're not going to do that, right? Like,
Okay.
Wasn't that Tyler
I
Rutland?
want violence to be sensible, and I want it to be like meaningful. Like when you kill somebody, a bullet will hit them and blood will spray and they will be covered in blood and they will die, and it's not pretty. But I'm also not going to be like, you shoot the guy and he's turned into paste. No paste kills will happen. As I've heard, people don't like
Anti-material
those.
rifles.
Yeah, if someone gets shot with an anti-material rifle, I'm just gonna be like, they're blown apart.
Jacob, was
blown
the sushi thing Tyler?
Yes, it was Tyler
Okay.
Rutland.
That's what I thought.
I was trying to leave it nameless, but then you said the name. So
Dr. Tyler.
So yeah, so like as I say, when executing a kill, I will oftentimes just ask your character to describe the kill. Just don't be crazy. I don't think any of you will be, but like don't describe some like scene from like The Walking Dead where you do something really brutal to the raider. Just be like, oh, I like do a cool trick and then I hit him with my axe and his head comes off, or I shoot him and boom, head gone.
Cool.
We
Rule of
each need a
cool.
Mortal Kombat
There's like
fatality.
it's the Fallout like high violence, high lethality, but also grounded and real.
Yeah.
Not
Like-
violence for the sake
I
of
see
violence, but
a
violence in order to
floating
serve the
circle
vibes of the
with a little
setting.
cross in
Yeah.
it, and then I hit it, and then I get a overpowered hit, and suddenly you hear Ike in the background go ether, and then
Yeah, for like my own personal taste, the Fallout show's a bit extreme. Like and it's because of the fact that it zooms in on what's happening. Like in the games, it's just like Gibbs and kind of stuff goes everywhere. But like the Fallout show zooms in on what's happening.
The TV show takes like an unnecessarily emotional taking on the Fallout universe,
Yeah, it gets very violent at times, which
and it
you know,
focuses on some
Can we-
things that
can
just
I-
don't need to be talked about.
yeah.
can
Yes,
I?
Mel?
Can we get a sound effect on the soundboard? That's the like ka-ching noise that you hear when you kill someone in Fallout 4, where it's like
What we could do, what we will
The
do, which
XP.
I will allow, is I will allow the critical hit noise from bats to play if you roll an at 20.
Oh, that's fun.
Which
Can
I have
we,
to figure out how soundboard works. Okay, so
You can also you can
just
do it at
add-
Genku.
Oh, okay, so cool.
Yeah.
But the
Okay, so
soundboard's
some
fun.
things-
Blown off?
What? What's up?
Could someone's head be blown off?
Yeah, like a head could be gone, an arm could be gone. I just don't want it to be super like grotesque and brutal. Just I'm not bothered by it personally, but some people might be. So
It's not a
Yeah,
Mortal
how do we
Kombat
feel
finisher
about-
scene.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah,
How do we feel about Mr. Handy being covered in blood?
I'm okay with
I
that.
was so down.
I think that's metal. I think that's insanely
okay.
metal.
No, you
okay.
take like intestines and wrap it around his head.
No,
that's
AJ,
too
no,
much.
I know.
no.
So some deaths that may happen, incineration via laser weapon or fire, they will be ash, as in Fallout 4.
As in ashes without number.
And we're gonna go ahead and say if you incinerate or plasmify somebody, you cannot loot their bodies. Sorry,
Oh, interesting.
You
Okay.
cannot loot combat armor off of a pile of ash. That doesn't make sense.
Could we wait? Okay, but theoretically, could we take it and fix it? Can I argue you down to repairing said items?
We will say
because
yes.
I do have a flamethrower.
We'll say that happens. Plasmification turned into a green pile of goo. That's it. Decapitation had gone. Animal evisceration. Deathclaw, scratchy. No more person. And I'll describe it as like the
more
Deathclaw
person.
completely eviscerates the person. So
Yeah.
Yes, AJ.
So if we use like a laser or like some energy weapon, we just can't loot if we kill something with it.
No, so the way Robert just mentioned it is that you could repair it, but like I'll say if it's like, do we want to make it a roll with those kinds of weapons to see if the person is
think-
completely gone?
Because I don't think it's.
I like well
guaranteed
because it like
Fallout.
you can still loot them in Fallout. Like they still like their
Yeah,
what
guns
if
and
it's-
stuff still are like alive.
What if it's a
just the
trauma
person-
thing?
We're not playing with trauma though.
Oh, you're right.
Can we just
like
rule it
what?
as you choose how lethal that killing shot is?
Okay. Yeah, I'm okay with that.
So you can just
Uh,
choose to incinerate
It's
them or
rule of
not.
cool. Yeah, and I'll say like
Okay.
if actually in that case we're just gonna say you can loot them as in Fallout.
Thank
I
you.
think for the sake of
Okay.
like
Thank you.
simplicity. And then like
Thank you.
complete explosion, and I mean like the Gus Fring style, where he's gust fraying
Mm.
and he blows up, and not the gone. And again, I won't describe. I'll just be like, he blows up. He's gone. So that's all that I came up with on my own. If there are other lines or veils people want to add that they're not okay with, speak now.
Can I line mac and cheese?
How dare you? How dare you?
Okay,
You
so
can't do
will
this to
limb-
me.
LOL.
What's
will
up, Ethan?
limb damage be a thing?
I'm not gonna explicitly say there's different damage based on limbs, but you could choose to shoot somebody, and I'll say like if you shoot somebody and you do like if you like I shoot him in the leg with a shotgun and you do 6 of his 8 hit points, he might not have a leg.
Yeah. So like if I shoot someone who's holding like a rifle in the arm and it takes it off, they can't shoot their rifle.
Yeah, I think that's fair. I'll make sure that you call that in game. Like if you want that to happen, I'm not gonna moderate it. But like if you say like I'm gonna shoot the guy, or like a big thing you could do in Fallout 4 is you could shoot ghouls in the legs with shotguns, and you can reduce them to crawlers. So if you want to be like I want to shoot the ghouls at a distance in the knees to immobilize them, I'll let you do that.
We just have to specifically target
You
it.
have to tell me because I'm gonna forget
Yeah.
unless you tell me. So
There's also probably a penalty to the shot of some sort.
I guess it
That's up to Jacob.
depends. I'm
makes
also
sense.
still trying to look at a
Shots.
VATS system. So I do want to have a VAT system where as long as you have a Pit-Boy, you can use VATS. And I'm thinking the way I'm going to use VATS is you can sacrifice your movement to basically gain a bonus to your hit. So like a +5 bonus if you sacrifice your movement, essentially. And I guess
That's a
with
lot.
VATS,
That's a huge bonus. That's a huge
yeah,
bonus.
but you also can't move. So in a lot of situations, it's not profitable because if you're being charged at by a Deathclaw, you don't want to sacrifice all of your movement, enter into VATS, and then just let it kill you on the next turn. Yes, AJ?
For melee, we could have them be able to make multiple attacks because that's how it works in the games.
Yeah. With melee,
Like,
if you sacrifice your
Mason
movement, you
could
can
run
make
in.
multiple attacks on VATS. That might be a little bit overpowered
That's
though, because then
less
melee fighters
yeah, that's
could
more
always
overpowered
do
for
that.
melee.
That's true.
So I might just again give them the bonus to hit.
Okay, yeah, that's
and
fine.
I'll say with VATS, that is when you can choose which body parts to target to do lethal limb damage.
Okay.
So
Okay.
like you could say I'm going to use a VAT shot on this guy's arm to try and prevent him from using his gun.
Yep,
And then
heck
if you
yeah.
hit him, he can't use his gun. And you will. I'm going to make this very clear because some people might try and buy your Pit Boys off of you. You can only use VATS if you have a Pit Boy. If your arm is permanently gone, your Pit-Boy is assumed to be destroyed. That is another thing.
If we
So,
lose
for
one
example,
arm,
if
we lose one arm, can we be like? Can we be like? I get my other arm so I can pick it back up and.
Well, the idea behind losing the arm is that like your arm is not. It's like destroyed. So like the Pit-Boy would also be destroyed. Is the assumption with the mortal wounds table from what I'm reading it as, but
Or could you just
I
like
could be
click on the
wrong.
other arm?
I mean, I guess
Well,
the way I
Pit-Boy's
see it
destroyed.
is like it
Use your
says
nose.
right arm ruined.
But I just don't think that if someone like shot me in the right arm, it would screw up this thing. My Pit-Boy's down here. Like
Okay, yeah, that's fine then. Yeah.
Like I don't think
Well,
unless
right
they
arm destroyed
specifically
can also
target.
mean this part of the arm,
Yeah.
right?
That's true. Yeah.
So
You can
it's
also
like,
play it by
I
ear.
think
We
I
can
think
play it
it
by
being destroyed is a good mechanic. That's my take.
Yeah. Makes
I
sense.
also think that
It's clean and
you're
simple.
giving a very heavy VATS bonus. I think
It's
plus
a
5
very
is a lot.
powerful tool.
And that's
Well,
like,
I
I
want
think-
it to be a powerful tool because I want having a Pit-Boy to be important.
yeah.
Right, but I think being able to target limbs specifically is already an incredibly powerful tool.
Yeah, I think for
So
a
I would be
Pit-Boy,
totally okay if having VATS, the only benefit is being able to target limbs.
I'm fine with that.
Let me make this note.
Yeah, I actually like that because that's the only way you can do it in the game. I think. Well, no, you can just shotgun legs, but we can do this for balancing reasons.
Yeah.
yeah, Jacob, I think you like it being narratively important and having narrative value.
Well, yeah, because there will be situations where Pip-Boys are a rare thing and people will want your Pip-Boy. And I think it's a bit of a missed opportunity in the games that more people don't try and steal your Pip-Boy from you because people always talk about how
Yeah.
cool it is, yet no one ever tries to take it.
And
So
they
I
should be
I
cool.
do want it to be like a very narratively driven thing for why your Pip-Boy is important, but also mechanically important too. Where like it gives you a bonus.
So how about if we're targeting someone's limb without VATS, it's going to be at a penalty, but with like VATS, it'll be like normal.
I'll just say for the sake of simplicity, let's keep it to where you can only target limbs with VATS.
Okay. All right. Sounds
Because
good.
like thinking of it in the heat of combat, like you're going to be shooting center mass, whereas with VATS you
That's
can
true.
specifically target the part.
Yeah, I like that. That's good.
That's fine.
So are we okay with just you sacrifice your movement just to target a limb and you don't get a bonus?
Yep, that's fine.
Okay.
I mean, not having a debuff to targeting limbs is pretty good, and that makes sense why you'd want a Pip-Boy.
And then I think I'm going to come up with another thing for the Pip-Boy where it helps with inventory management just to make it a little bit better too.
I like
Because
that.
that also makes sense. Okay. Any
Maybe
other
it
lines
just
or
lets
veils?
you detect the mutations that you have in your red levels.
I mean, yeah,
Like
it'll
Geiger
also
counter?
serve as a Geiger counter. So it can help you with that.
Very useful out of combat.
Like, I feel like information alone already makes the Pip-Boy very valuable.
That's very true. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. All right. So any other lines or veils for anybody? Okay, cool. If there is something that we come
Can we
across,
line the Brotherhood of Steel?
if there is something that you come across while we're playing that you're not cool with, just shoot me a DM and we will line it. You don't have to say it in front of everyone. You can just send it to me personally.
So
I'm gonna scream and cry. On
Can
camera.
I line redacted conversations?
No private conversations. Interesting.
I'm going to line main characters.
Ah,
Can I line
Yeah,
Mason
alright.
Walter?
Yep, there it goes.
Okay. Well, that was everything that I had to discuss for session 0. So the question I have to you guys is would you like to have unscripted role play that I have not prepared at all?
No.
No.
no. No, I would not.
Okay.
Give yourself a break to prepare.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Alrighty. Well, that's all that I had then for session 0. So everyone has their characters built. I will keep working on stuff, and first session will be next Monday.
I have a special
Okay.
boy question.
Special boy.
So for flamethrower, I've got cone, 15-foot, 1d10 plus 2 evasion save. For half damage, I'm assuming half damage.
Yeah, half damage on a failed save.
How often?
Or
How do you want
on
to
a
regulate how
succeeded
often
save.
I can flamethrower? Is this a game where we're tracking ammo?
Yes. Oh, that was a thing I did want to talk about that I forgot to talk about. Is ammunition. Let me find the page in Ashes. So where is it? It's somewhere. I know it's somewhere. There is a place where it talks about ammo, and I read it a while ago, and I forgot. But we are going to be tracking ammunition, but not like I don't. We can decide this now. Do we want it to be to the point where we track sniper rifle ammo, assault rifle ammo, shotgun ammo, or do we just want it to be what like ballistic ammo and then energy weapon ammo?
I like ballistic ammo and energy
Okay.
ammo.
We want to do encumbrance for ammo.
That's a good question. Do we want to do encumbrance for ammo?
It's 3 dose.
So no.
Encumbrance
So,
is
not survival mode.
Ammo is not encumbrance in the game.
In survival mode it is actually.
But this isn't survival mode.
Well, we chose not to do survival. We chose to do narrative.
Oh, I guess so.
Yes.
Survival
I love
narrative.
narrative games.
Where does it say ammo?
Narrative games are awesome.
Are we gonna have like goofy stuff like the bowling ball launcher, like kind of stuff like that, like unique
Jump jet.
weapons?
Yeah, I mean they might show up.
Okay.
I haven't decided yet. If it okay, here's what I want to say. Within reason, if it is a thing that shows up in Fallout, it might show up. Obviously, what's been covered in Lines and Veils won't show up.
Yeah.
But like if it's something from Fallout, there's a chance it could show up as long as it's not already blocked off.
Is
That means
oh
brother
wait,
baby.
you made the Coca-Cola Museum in Atlanta into the Nuka-Cola Museum, didn't you?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I think
That's
Preston.
freaking sick.
That's
I
awesome.
think Preston.
I demand in this campaign we have a side quest where we go there.
I think
No,
Preston.
we could go to, like, the battery.
Preston's gonna
That would
come
be
here
able to
and
see.
he's going to be like,
Oh yeah, true.
"Hey, I have a settlement at Kennesaw State University that's being overrun by ghouls. I need you to go save them."
Canonically,
lonely,
Preston
don't
Garvey
be.
got run over by a bus in this campaign. He's dead.
Canonically, Chris Hodges is in this game and he's a ghoul.
Dude, what if we have people
What,
worshiping the big chicken?
What year? That would be fantastic. That's so funny. What year is it?
2315.
Where does actually? Sorry, that was a dumb question because I don't know what year the games are. What? Wait, where in the timeline is it?
So currently in the timeline, the Fallout show takes place in 2296. Fallout 4 takes place in 2287. Fallout New Vegas in 2283 or 2281. Fallout 3 in 2277. Fallout 3 is 2248. Or Fallout 2 is 2248. And then Fallout 1 is 2169. Yeah,
Nice.
I think.
Wait,
I
what
think
the
I think
year?
that's-
After everything.
It's 2315. So we are
That's
taking
not
place
New Vegas.
after, huh?
That's like around New Vegas, roughly.
No,
right?
it's
That's not.
33 years after New Vegas.
Well, I mean, like in the grand scheme of things, it's like roughly.
Yeah, I mean it's in the ballpark of Fallout 3 to modern day.
Okay.
So it's about 40 years
Gotcha.
after Fallout 3.
Okay.
Oh right, you need our character sheets, right?
Yeah, whenever you're done with your character sheets, just send those over to me.
All right, sounds.
I'm not
good.
gonna have a picture, just let it go.
That's fine.
Survive. Notice. Stab. 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 Drive.
Survive. Poop.
Drive.
Okay, I might
Okay.
need help finding the ammo rules in this because I'm struggling so hard.
No
I have
ammo
another-
rules.
I have another special boy question.
I think the way I'll have it is just like you just buy ammo and like what you see by your gun, it says like mag, like mag
Yeah.
15. I might just have it be like that's like bullet tracks, and you just buy ammo in bulk. You just buy like 300 rounds, and then you just track it as you go.
Okay, so yeah.
Oh, that's building. My bad. That's incorrect. That's for crafting.
I believe I did this correctly.
I'm trying to figure out how I'm gonna track ammo. So like, I'm saying 15 out of 15, and then I said 2 mag because I have 2 mags. I think
So you would
that's-
have 30.
Yeah. So like,
Mm.
but
should I put like 2 mag? In
You could just put 30 bullets.
Oh, okay.
Um,
So okay.
mhm. Yeah, the 15 round magazine is you have to reload after shooting 15 rounds.
Yeah. I'm trying to figure out how to like make sure to write that down and know that I have
Mm.
30 bullets in total. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think a good way to do it is just like have some kind of tracker sheet. So like separate from your character sheet, have like an ammo tracker.
I figured out a way.
Yeah. Make the world go away. Yep. Special boy question?
Chainsaw.
Chainsaw.
Ripper.
There are melee weapons in the game. Let me find them.
Mason's gonna get himself a super sledge.
Super sledge would be cool.
We're gonna call it a tech level 4 knife. Is that okay? That's a D6.
Let's see. I might want to lawyer you on this one. Where is this? That's armor. Where are weapons? Melee and thrown weapons. Tech level. What is tech level 4? Like, what is the rough like?
Tech level 4 is like the most modern advanced technology in this world. So like tech level 2 is like Renaissance era. So tech level 3 is like, I guess you could say like late 19th century, and the tech level, or no, tech level 3 would be like electricity, basic electricity. Tech level 4 is modern electricity. So the way it describes a tech level 4 weapon, special high-tech versions of primitive weaponry usually incorporated molecular edges, integrated thermal cutting surfaces, vibrating serrations, or other special tricks beyond modern-day science. So,
okay,
rotating saw.
I was thinking big sword.
Big sword.
What-
2d6.
2d8.
Big sword is 2d6.
Tech level 4 big sword?
Tech level 4 big sword.
Oh, is there a regular big sword? Sorry, I didn't see that.
So that's a little overpowered, Robert.
1d6 seems too low for chainsaw.
But 2d8 is a really big jump.
Could we settle it 1d10?
This is a 1d6 with room to upgrade, though.
1d6 with room to upgrade. Hear me out, though.
Everyone
I
else is
can't.
starting at 1d6.
Okay, well that's fair, but also I can't use equipment.
Okay, that's
So-
fair. I will settle on 1d8 with room to grow.
1d8 with
Or
room to grow.
1d10 with room to grow, sorry.
1d10 with room to grow. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Okay,
So functionally,
1d-
let's treat it as a tech level 4 sword.
Okay.
I gotta have goals. Oops.
Yeah, how are we earning XP?
That's a great question. How do we want to learn? I meant to ask this. How do we want XP to work?
I would love to get XP for completing quests and discovering locations, honestly.
I think that's the best way to do it.
I say no XP for killing things.
I'm fine with that.
Okay.
Unless it's the boss. I'll give you XP if you kill a named boss enemy.
That's cool.
I mean, that's completing a quest usually. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Slowing down the legendary enemies.
But by like big boss, I mean like
Big boss.
Like
I
AJ?
mean, like if we find a stray Deathclaw, you're gonna give us XP for killing it, even though it's
No.
just a stray.
no. I mean
Oh.
like the equivalent of
Kellogg.
yeah, like killing Kellogg in Fallout 4.
But Kellogg's a
Courser?
quest.
I guess Kellogg
Courser's
is a quest, yeah.
Hmm.
I don't know. Maybe I'll give you
What if-
XP for the boss and the quest.
What if it's not just a Deathclaw? What if it's Big Mama, the Deathclaw of the South?
Yeah.
Cool.
It
Her
could
name's
be.
Well,
Beatrice.
That's a named character.
Beatrice is a perfect name for that. I love.
She's probably the big mama of a lot of other nearby Deathclaws.
That are actually right behind me.
Right behind
So
you.
I'm gonna
Hey
say
guys.
for discovering discovering a location, you'll get 1/4 XP.
Oh,
And then
cool.
for completing a quest, you'll get I have a lot of locations.
How does encounter XP sound?
No,
No?
we
Okay.
just talked about no
They're
encounter
hobos.
XP.
Yeah.
Okay, just checking.
I'm gonna say for completing a quest, you'll get 1/2 XP. No, you'll
Are
get 1
we-
XP. 1
Are
XP
we
for
fast
completing a
leveling or
quest.
slow leveling?
I was thinking fast leveling.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like that.
Okay.
So we'll say
Alternatively, you
one-
could just do slow leveling and then give us 1 XP per thing.
What is the numbers for slow leveling?
I got a
It's
table right
double,
here. Here, I'll
I
put it in the
believe.
chat. It's not. It's worse than that.
Just in case you don't want to deal with 1/4.
Are we? I'm okay with that. Just giving you guys one.
So like,
Well, I'd still have
Well,
to
it's
give
not-
you like 1/4 for discovering a location because I have a lot
Is
of.
that how many locations there are?
Well, it's like when you enter into a town or a city, I have a separate hex map that has the location for that town and city
Well, no, but
Or-
like just like locations on the big map, right? Like
on the big map.
when you
Yeah,
discover
I'll
the
give you
like Red
one.
Rocket Truck Stop,
Mhm.
right, and Diamond City, right?
Yeah, I'm down for fast living with that. That would make the most
Okay.
sense.
Yeah, I think that makes a lot more sense.
So wait, so fast leveling with 1/4 XP for locations.
Yeah. And then 1 XP for completed quest.
I like that. That's cool. Yeah.
And for completed quest, I don't mean like some random guys like, hey, come explore this thing. I mean like an actual story quest. That
So that
Oh,
would
so side
mean-
quests don't count.
well, that I
side
wouldn't even
quests- side
consider that a
quests count,
quest.
right?
I wouldn't even
But, like-
consider that a quest. I would, yeah, I'd say side quests definitely count. If it moves the story forward, I'm counting it as a quest.
The story being like our group, right? Like not necessarily like the MSQ, but like
Yeah, like the
character
group-
development or world development.
Yeah.
So then in that case, it would be 12 locations or 3 quests or some combination of 2. Like
Yeah.
1 quest and 8 locations
hmm
to hit level 2.
Are nuclear bombs going to be in this campaign?
Technically.
You could make an inference that maybe nuclear bombs might be seen. That is a reasonable assumption.
Have you heard of a fat man, Mason?
Yeah. That's what they called me in high school.
Bars.
Children can be cruel.
I'm
I'm
putting a
not-
line on nuking the entire continent.
No.
Fallout just doesn't happen.
I'm putting a line on people named Jorp.
No.
Joke's on you, my name is Jorpe.
I'm putting a line on lines.
Oh no.
Hey,
Stack Overflow error, Fallout.exe has stopped working.
Yeah. that's no. No. What we do?
Okay, are we done then? So I
Yeah.
can end this recording.
I think we are done.
Huzzah!